going live. I appreciate you all being here. Feel free to come in. Let me know if you have any questions. I am here. We are going live, friends. So we're going to get started in just a minute. Hopefully my sound is not compromised. I'm going to check it out. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate you all joining. Hopefully you guys can hear me clearly. Thank you so much for joining. Hopefully everything is going smoothly. Yes, you can hear me. And I'm going to pause my other one. Well, I will go back. Thank you all so much for being here. This is my 10 o'clock where we talk about all things going live. So feel free to come in, ask questions. Appreciate you all joining. I'm fixing my screens. As we get ready to get started, I appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much for joining me this Thursday morning. So hopefully you all are doing well. We're going to get to talking. We have all types of stuff to talk about. I want to make sure I'm supporting you guys. We talk a lot about mindset. We talk about what does it mean to go live with confidence. We also talk about some of the mechanics of going live. So I'm going to get started in a moment. We're going to jump over on that TikTok side of the house so that we can chat over there for a little bit. And then if you have any questions, feel free to come in, ask your questions. I want to make sure you guys are feeling the support. So thank you so much for being here. So we are going to get started in just a few moments. So thank you so much for joining me as we get ready to get going. Putting all my stuff ready to get to moving. So hopefully everybody is doing well. I tell you guys, okay, here's housekeeping rules, okay? So if you are in my live, I always say give me a thumbs up to let me know you are liking the live, okay? So that is number one, you like the live. And then I need for you to click that subscriber button, okay? So if you have not subscribed to the channel, click that subscriber button. And then you can click the bell to get notifications of when I go live and I post content. I am posting more content over here. My goal is to get us going so that there is plenty of content for you guys to watch. And I'm always looking at my analytics and my numbers and just seeing what is going on. How am I doing? How am I performing? So that is the goal. I want to make sure that I am doing everything I need to do to get this channel optimized and everything for more people to engage in the live as well. All right. So hello, everybody. Again, I am Dr. Lisa. I'm a live streaming coach. So I hope you go live with confidence and ease. So come on in. Let me know if you have questions. If you are new to my live, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. And then also click that bell and the subscriber button so that you can get notifications of when I go live and post content. So I do coach streams. So I'm going to go over on the YouTube side and TikTok side. You're going to see me in a second. Go over there. How you doing, friend? Hello. Good morning. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up to say you like the live. I appreciate you chiming in. Not everybody does that, so I appreciate the support. So I'm about to go over to TikTok. We're going to get to talking over there. I use TikTok as my primary focus because it is multifaceted. Until you say hello, like my friend's doing in the chat right now, I don't know you're here. So I just see numbers, but I don't see who those individuals are. On TikTok, I can see who you are. So it allows for a more interactive experience when you go live and your chat is chatting and commenting and engaging. So it's really good. So make sure you guys like the live. And then if you have not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel as well as clicking that bell to get notifications when I go live and post content. So I'm setting up my screen for a little bit. And then we are going to go live on the TikTok side as well. I start here intentionally because I want to get the engagement going over here. That is part of my strategy. So I am intentionally starting here so we can get to chatting, talking. I can kind of lay down the foundation of this live stream. And then I go over on TikTok. And then because of the nature of that algorithm, that app, it's more interaction. So you hear me talking a lot about TikTok. So the goal is for you to learn and grow. Thank you so much. I don't know what the dots mean, but I appreciate you putting them in because that's engagement. So thank you so much. And if you guys don't mind liking a live, giving me a thumbs up, and if you don't mind putting a comment in. And like I said, if you have not subscribe to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. My moderator is the Idea Barista. She will come in and manage the chat, but also answer questions. So feel free to connect with her. She is a great resource. So I want you guys to feel supported. Um, Thank you so much. If you're keeping it professional, absolutely. What's your question, friend? You can absolutely ask a question. What's your question? Or tell me something. I think that's what you said. I don't know if you even have a question. So let me know how I can answer questions for you. Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I don't know what that means, but I tell people we got to keep the comments professional. So you have to be 18 years and older to be here. Thank you so much. I removed somebody just now. Hey, friend, you're on the train. Okay, more on the train. How's everyone? Thank you so much, Idea Barista. Appreciate you being here. Thank you all who are here. Let me know if you have any questions. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, click that subscriber button, but also click the bell. Give me a thumbs up. Click the bell to get notifications, but give me a thumbs up to like the live. So I appreciate everybody coming through. We're going to get started. We're going to go over on TikTok in a second. I appreciate everyone who's here. If you are new to the live, say I'm new. If you haven't been here before, say, hey, this is my first time. And if you return, that's great too, because I appreciate everyone who's here and you keep coming back, because that means either the notifications is working or you're liking what you're hearing. So come on back. We talk for about an hour and a half to about 2 hours of live streaming content. But also, like I said, we specifically talk about TikTok as well. So if you're interested in that, you're going to learn a lot. All right. So appreciate all the support. I'm going to get started in just a few moments. I think I'm ready to go, y'all. I think I'm ready. What I'm waiting on. What I'm waiting on. So we're going to get started in just a second. Let me put this in my hand. And how is everybody today? Feel free to like the live. Thank you so much. If you have not liked that live, like it now. And ask questions pertaining to live streaming. The night my moderator is going to remove you, so you better ask professional related questions, friend. Questions relating to the topic. Keep in mind, you got to be 18 years or older to both stream on YouTube and TikTok. So make sure you're of age if you're here, because I want to make sure we're talking to a mature audience and people who can actually stream. So keep it professional. Thank you so much for being here. And I am about to go live. TikTok live. We are talking all things live stream. Come on in. If you are trying to go live, come on in. We're going to get to talking and chatting about how to go live. Feel free to come on into my live. We are talking about live streaming. I'm helping people go live, beginner tips to go live. I want you to understand how to go live with confidence and ease. This is all about TikTok live. So come in. If you have questions about how to go live, come in. We're going to get to talking and chatting. I am talking about TikTok live. So feel free to come in, join me. Let me know if you have questions. V, how are you, friend? Come on in, ask questions. I want to make sure you're feeling supported. This is your time to go live with confidence and ease. Feel free to come in, ask me questions, friends. I'm sharing out my live. And if you are new to my live, put new in the chat. We are talking all things TikTok live here. So feel free to join me, ask questions, learn how to go live. So let me know if you have questions as a beginner. We're going to get to talking and chatting to help you go live with confidence and ease. So let me know if you are curious about the go live process. Feel free to come in. We're going to get to talking, friends. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Appreciate everybody coming in. Jean, thank you so much. Gina, thank you so much for being here. How are you, friend? Come on in. Let me know if you have questions. We are getting started in just a moment. Thank you for sharing the live. I appreciate that, friend. Thank you so much for being here and sharing the live. Kim, happy birthday, friend. Happy birthday. Come on in, friend. How are you? Welcome to the room. Hopefully you're having a great birthday. Let's see. Let's see. Come on in. Thank you so much for sharing the live. Um, TikTok is going to invite some more friends into the room in just a moment. So I appreciate you all being here. Idea Barista, thank you so much. Um, Thank you for being here. We are going to get started in just a moment. So feel free to come in and say hello. Kim, happy birthday. I sent you the happy birthday sticker. Hopefully you're having a good day, a good birthday, and it's starting well. All right. All right, friends, come on in. We're going to get to talking. Hopefully, everyone is doing well here. This is my 10 o'clock live where we talk all things going live. We'll talk a little bit about some of the mechanics of going live. I always start with a little bit of mindset because I get my friends who are nervous, afraid, shy, scared to go live. So I want you to go live with confidence and ease. And I don't want you to be afraid of this process. As you do it, practice makes progress. I say it all the time. So I don't want you to feel like you can't do it and that you will something bad's gonna happen. So you're good. Thank you, yes, clients today, but I may go live. Okay. All right, all right. Well, the only thing I will say is it's up to you to do it. You put may in there. All I'm gonna say is find yourself 15 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, and just go live. That's all I will say. I meant no clients today. Okay. And you will go live. That's what you meant to say. That's what you meant to say. I may go live. I will go live. I will go live. That's what we're saying. Um, you said thank you so much. Is it Alina? Is that it? Alina Options Income. Hello, friend. Your video is so clear. I'm inspired. Just need enough people to go live. You don't need a lot of people to go live. Let me understand something. Oh yeah, you do. You got 21. You do need some more people. You're right. You're right. Um, you need 50. 50 is typically the minimum they give you to go live. And then I'm going to give you another trick. You see people with the blue boxes next to their name? That's another way that TikTok is also getting people to go live. My tapper is not working. What in the world? It is not working at all. I don't see any taps. TikTok is setting me up for failure today. Hello, friends. How you doing? Happy? How you doing? Wealth Pro. Appreciate you. Yeah, my tapper's not working. That's my little helper. Good morning. How you doing, friends? Thank you so much. Appreciate the populace. Come on in, guys. If you guys don't mind sharing out the live and liking the live, I'm going to talk about how to like it. And you just heard me say the word tapper. Um, so maybe it'll work now. Let's see. I think it's working now. My other one was not registering, so I had to put the old one on. So you heard me say Tapper. That's what I was saying. I have my other account and I'm liking my live. I'm going live for the first time tomorrow. I bake in a commercial kitchen. Nice. How you doing, KS Banana Bread? How are you, friend? Come on in. I appreciate you being here as well. All right. So here's what I will tell you. Going live for the first time. I'm going to tell you real quick, pro tip. Go live today, just so you can get the lay of the land. You can know where buttons are. You can play around with it a little bit. You don't have to go live for a long time, but I would just say do a little test today. Not even a practice. I'm saying actually go live so you get a feel for what's going to happen. I don't want you to be surprised and you're in your commercial kitchen. You're like, well, wait a minute. What's going on this screen? So I want you to go live today just to test it out. And then tomorrow is technically your second live. Okay? Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. That's it. So I don't want you to be surprised, especially if you're trying to do it while I'm assuming you're doing it because you want to, film yourself while you're cooking and you want to have a setup. Practice it. Do a regular live. Maybe do a little bit in your own kitchen, a little bit trying to figure out how you would have that camera angled and what does that look like. You can do it. A few people will pop in the room, but it's not going to be many. So you'll be fine. So just know that. I think I would encourage you to do a test run today. Um, my other friend who had Alina, is that it? My daughter is Alena, so she's not the Elena. So so I know that name well because I gave her that name. So her name is Alina with the A, and I think the E's are also pronounced Alina, or is it Elena? Elena, is that it? Elena? I think it's the second one. Tell me if it's the second one. But and so she gets that all her life. People say the other name for her all the time. My friend might have left already, but welcome to the room, everybody. If you're new, let me know you're new. I always want to talk to my new friends. If you are returning, feel free to chime in and say hello, good morning. Let me know if you have questions. I go live twice a day at 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern. I'm in Florida, so I just come here. I help you go live. I answer questions. We talk a little bit about the mindset, and that's kind of where I was about to go with the mindset because you have my friend, I was just saying, Alina, she had 21 followers. You need 50 followers to go live. And then you need a blue box. That blue box is really your the way TikTok sees that you're an engaged viewer, because you guys are viewers right now. I'm the live host, you're the viewer. And then if you have somebody in your boxes, the multi-panel boxes, those are called guests. Hey Lisa, how are you, friend? And so I wanna I want to make sure that you guys understand that as you're going live, you are building community. And as you come to a live, you are engaging. So there's things you do, such as getting the daily heart me. Thank you for grabbing your daily heart me, such as getting a daily heart me, but also engaging by commenting in the chat saying, hello, how are you, friend? Is it better to use computer or phone? Let me get back to your question, Brooke, real quick. Let me just finish this thought real quick. So as you come into a live, you want to comment, you want to like the live. That's what I was doing with my tapper over here, and then you want to actively engage. Okay, so you want to actively engage. The tapper is not registering taps today. I don't know what is going on. So in terms of better to use a computer, I'm still trying to figure out my tapper because it does not want to work today. Okay. Kira, thank you so much for being here. I don't know what's going on with my tapper, but if you guys don't mind tapping the screen, liking the live, that is going to help. I'm not getting it to register that it's picking up any. So we'll see if it picks up the likes. Um, in the meantime, if you are on a computer, I'm pro phone. Let me just say that real quick. I'm accustomed and used to doing it from my cell phone, going live from my phone. I've done this for over a year now, and I've done it primarily on my phone. Actually, I've only been on my laptop a total of 4 times. I have not done the laptop often at all. Hallie Q, how are you? Auntie, I saw you as well coming in. Welcome to the room, everybody. So I am accustomed to my phone. The phone is a quicker, easier, press the button, go live. Setup is pretty intuitive. It's not too challenging. Good morning, friend. Laptop is a little bit of a learning curve. There's a little bit more you have to do to make sure your device itself can actually stream, because the laptop, depending on what kind of other things you have on your laptop, what other programs you're running, software, all the things, if you have other streaming things you're doing on your laptop, it may not be equipped to stream from your computer the same way it can do from the phone. So just keep that in mind. Your device does matter. Your phone device too. You gotta make sure you have the latest software updates. You gotta make sure you have the latest app update for TikTok. You got to make sure you have the right Wi-Fi and connectivity. You got to make sure your phone is not too old, that it has enough bandwidth on it. And so those things like that do matter to your stream. It will impact your stream. Your laptop is the same. Your computer device is the same way. So you got to make sure your device is ready to take on your streaming as well. And so just know that. And then there's a little bit more setup that's involved with doing the laptop. Not that it's impossible. I just am used to my phone, so it's a little bit more of a learning curve, and I got to make sure my device is ready for me to take it on. It actually cut me off the last time I did it last week. It ended my stream because it was running too many programs, and I have to close my computer and do some other stuff. So 2 phones is best. You will evolve into having multiple devices. I don't want to deter you. Hey, Unwritten Unstoppable, good morning. I don't want to deter you. I don't want you to sit here and be like, Dr. Lisa said I had to have all this stuff to go live. I did not say that. I'm saying 1 phone is enough. 2 phones is great. It is a bonus. It is absolutely a bonus. It's a nice to have if you have two different devices because you can do exactly what your girl is doing. I have my phone here. I have another account. This is my other account. This is my agency account and another device. And I logged in. I'm a guest, just like you guys are a guest up in my room. I'm a guest as well in here. So I do have two devices and two accounts. Well, I have more than one account, but more than two accounts. But yes, I do have that right now. So my tapper is acting ugly today. It's not working, y'all. I'm not sure what's happening. But make sure you like the live. This is going to be an interesting live because those likes do matter. It helps TikTok know you're here, you're engaging, all the things. So, hey, thank you so much. I see you on Britain doing the engagement. I see you, Fran, moving that chat because you're shared out the live and engaged. I appreciate your friend doing your, look at you coming in doing all the things. I appreciate it, friend. Thank you for the daily heart, me. Appreciate that as well. Pleasant Pig. Welcome back, friend. Welcome back. Thank you for reposting. So, if you're new to the live, everything that is happening right now is how you engage. Like I said, when you come to someone's live, you are not just watching them. Thank you. Appreciate it. You're not just watching them. You are engaging. You're putting comments in. You are liking the live. I'll show the liking process in a second if mine will cooperate enough. Light in the struggle. Thank you so much for that daily heart me. And you are sharing out the live. That means you're sharing it out to other people. Thank you for the hello. And then you're supporting by getting your daily heartbeat, your and supporting all the goals here. Actually, TikTok just gave me a flash goal. A flash goal is something TikTok puts out there. Let's see what it gave us. It gave us the heart me. TikTok is being a little challenging today because some of you guys came in already and gave your heart me, so you can't give it again. So that's why I said this is a challenging one because TikTok chooses this one. But honestly, if you haven't given your heart me, you're welcome to give it. It is a flash goal. It'll last for 15 minutes. But again, it is TikTok's way of seeing if the room is moving and shaking and people are engaged. So just keep that in mind. The flash goals, I do recommend that you do. You may not get them all the time in terms of achieving them, but I do recommend that you do it. It's a great way to get the algorithm moving and people moving in your live. And TikTok will see people are actively supporting the live stream. They're just not watching. Thank you so much. Good morning. Good morning. So if you haven't given your heart me, that's the fan club up there. And I'm going to talk about the fan club because my new friends, as you guys are starting this, I want you guys to start off on the right foot. Okay? I want you to pay attention to that group. Okay? How do we set up the flash goals? The flash goals are not something you set up. The live goal you can set up. The flash goal is TikToks. So, quick history lesson. TikTok created TikTok. It was called Musically. It was a music app. It was like lip syncing and singing all the stuff that the kids would do, and then it evolved into TikTok. And streaming was something it started off with doing pretty early. They always had this ability for you to stream and connect with people. Well, they always made it fun and games. And obviously this is a TikTok economy. We in TikTok's universe. And so they make it so that there are ways people can interact and support the live by sending these gifts. And they'll pick the gift. So it's random. And they pick it. The heart me is how people become part of your fan club. So when TikTok started my live today with this flash goal, they picked a heart me as the gift. And that particular gift is a little challenging, like I said before, because people will come in, and as you can tell, people will come in and instantly give their heart me. So when they make it a flash goal, they're basically saying, hey, we want more people to give the heart me. We want more people to give the heart me. And we're asking for you to get 9 people to give it. So flash goal is what it is right now. So you can't set that, but you can set your live goal. Hey Cheryl, thank you for that heart me. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Shirley, thank you for the heart me. Thank you for the follow, Cheryl. So the live goal, when the heart me ends, when the flash goal ends, the live goal is actually something you can set. And you'll see my live goal is the TikTok live balloons. So you'll see those live balloons. So I have that set as my live goal. But So the live goal you can change. So once the live goal shows up again, you can change that. You can add whatever gift you want to have there. There is a strategy about the gift you should have. Thank you, Brooke. There is a strategy. Thank you all for tapping. Appreciate you. I appreciate it too, friend. Thank you for the tapping. Oh, I appreciate that, Brooke. There is a strategy in terms of what gifts you should put at your live as your live goal. So when you're a beginner and you're just starting this off, you want to probably stick to a one coin gift. You know, whether it's a rose or the heart puffs or something the TikTok I love you so much or whatever, something like that. So you don't want to overdo it in the beginning because you're growing, you're building community. Thank you so much. Okay. And then as you evolve, you can decide to extend that, especially if you're like, there's a whole nother conversation surrounding the league. I'm in a B league. So that's a whole nother level to this. So you decide what gifts you put because you're in the leagues as well. Thank you, Kim. I see you. Thank you for that daily heart me. I appreciate your friend. Tara, thank you so much for coming in. Those who are coming in, if you haven't given your heart me, I would appreciate it. It is the flash go. The heart me is the flash go. So TikTok is choosing a little bit of violence this morning. What is the power taps? Did you mean power share? You said power taps. Did you mean power ups? Because that's something else. Hey, Flourish, good morning. I haven't heard of power taps. I don't know what power taps are. I know what power ups are, and I know what power share is. Those are two different things. Power share. Okay, power share it is. All right. Hey, Elizabeth, thank you for the follow. Thank you, everybody who's coming in. We are talking all things go live. So, our friend, I'm going to show you on this computer. I mean, on this phone. I said computer. No, I just said let's do a power tap. Oh, you said a power tap? What did you mean? Like just tap 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 tap? What did you mean by that? Um, you said power tap. Okay, so when you press down the middle of the screen, anywhere, if you press your finger down, I'll show you, that screen pops up when you hold down the middle. And you can share this out. That's why it's called a power share, because this list actually mirrors many of the people you shared it to before or people who are in your inbox. Tapping is clapping, yes it is. And so it mirrors that. And if you scroll all the way to the bottom of this list, you can share it out to individuals. Oh, I said 10 taps in 10 minutes. Okay, gotcha. You know what? It was acting weird for me. The whole tapping. It wasn't doing any of my taps at all for my other device on this device here. So it's past 10 minutes, but we gonna keep tapping, y'all. We're gonna keep liking the live. And so you can share it out. You can do a search and search different people you want to share it out individually to. But that's a way you can share out the live. It's acting weird. It is acting weird. I would agree with that. There's something happening here, but it's all good. But so I appreciate you all coming in. Did we get that flash go? I think we're close to it. Are we close to it? Oh, we just need two more, you all. We are almost there. Two more for that flash goal. It was the heart me, and it was 9, which was good because I've had 22 before. TikTok was really not nice to me that day, but 9 is doable. So thank you so much, all who contribute. I appreciate the support. We just need one more. We're almost there. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Heal, how are you? Thank you for the hearts. And my new friends, if you are new, anything this is the live where you can ask questions. I don't want you guys to go away and all of a sudden feel like you don't know what's happening here. Elizabeth, thank you for that coming in, sending that last heart me for that flash goal. So as you know, we just achieved the flash goal. It's going to cycle out, and then it's going to go back to my regular goal, which it just did. So you'll see my regular live goal. That's the live goal that I set. Um, when everything's said and done about my live, I'm a live for beginners. I'm giving you beginner tips. I don't want you to go away. How you doing, Juanita? Thank you for coming back, friend. I don't want you to go away feeling like you can't ask questions, you don't know what's going on, how to do a live stream. If you are a live host, put it in the chat. I want people to see other people going live. And if you have not gone live, tell me why. Love the taps. Thank you. Love the tips. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you. I appreciate you coming. Hey, friend, how you doing? Just let them ramble. Hey, Mrs. Treetop, how are you, friend? Um, So I don't want you guys to walk away feeling like I don't understand this whole TikTok live thing. I don't get it, because this is the space for you to learn it and understand it. So I'm happy to do that for you. I'm happy to answer questions. That's right, Wealthy Habits. You are a live host, friend. Do me a favor, put in the chat so people see it. What time, time zone, what time and time zone and days and topic that you go live, okay? So put that in the chat for us so people can see that. I'll pin some of these so you guys can start seeing the activity here. What's happening? Who's going live? What are people doing? I want you guys to see. I want us to normalize going live. I don't want us to think that this is only for the special people, okay? Good morning. Thank you so much, Mrs. Treetop. This is not just for the special people. Anybody can do this, no matter who you are and what you have to offer. All right. So I want to normalize that. Now, after we normalize it, I want you to ask questions about, what's holding you back? What is it about going live that is holding you back? Is it the fear? Is it that the unknown? Is it that you need more information and practice and all the things? Let me know and we'll talk through it. Live host Tuesdays and Thursdays, 9 p.m. Eastern, money and financial empowerment. That's Lisa Bailey. So definitely connect with Lisa if you are interested in learning about her money management tips, learning from her. Thank you so much. You said an occasional pop-ups. I love it, friend. You said the other comment in there. Let me see. I'm about to see it from the screen. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. Let's see. Brooke, you said I'm missing teeth due to a vitamin deficiency. I'm very self-conscious. Um, that is totally fine, friend. Pop up lives as a brand new live host sharing my journey. That's totally fine. At the end of the day, you have people that come on this live, and some people do faceless. Some people might have effects that they use. Some people have different garments and masks and stuff that they wear. That's totally fine. That's totally fine. You'll find your community. You can do the voice chat, which is the audio only, where people don't see your face. If that's something you need to kind of work into getting face forward like this, it just depends on how you want to do it. You have multiple options. Okay, there's plenty of options for you, so don't feel like you can't do it. Maybe you start off as a voice chat, and then as you're telling your message and sharing it and building your community, it's a little slower on the voice chat side. They don't push you out as much, but that could be your approach to doing it until you feel confident about being camera forward, face forward. Um, Thank you so much for the roses. I appreciate it. Let's see. Wealthy Habits, you are Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1:30 p.m. Eastern pop-ups. We talk about money mindset and growth. I love it, Fran. I'm pinning you as well. Hello, everyone. I see you. Dr. Michelle, appreciate your friend. I'm having to come over here when I pin it. I can't see it as well. That is my bad, though. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for the comments. And then I want to make sure I didn't miss any. Elizabeth, you said pop-up lives as a brand new live host sharing my journey. I love it. And so you're doing pop-ups, Elizabeth. I love that. And so that's good. So effects will be available option when doing live. Yes, there are certain effects in there. There are effects in there. Yeah, it depends on what you're doing and how you want to utilize the different effects. So this is an effect that I use all the time. The hand heart. That's an effect. There's I don't know, there's all types of effects. If you want to be a gingerbread man, you could be a gingerbread man. If you want to be the moon man, you could be the moon man. If you want to be a dancing pickle, you could be a dancing pickle. You got all types of effects. If you want to have the curtains that open and close, you can have the curtains that open and close. It is up to you, friend. There are so many effects in there, so it just depends on what you want to do. So it just depends on what you want to look at and do. So it is definitely an option. And I tell people in the beginning, maybe your first couple lives, you play with the effects. Play with the effects. Couldn't hurt. You said nice to know. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. Yeah, play with the effects. You can absolutely play with those effects. It's no big deal. Yeah. Um, And people do it. You can say, I'm new, I'm practicing, trying to figure this out. I'm gonna play with some effects. Let me know what you think. Put it in the chat to let me know what you think. And that's engagement. That's people coming in, seeing you play with the effects. Okay. So just do whatever you want, whatever feels comfortable. Thank you so much for the other stickers. I appreciate it. I didn't know all this. Thank you so much for your information. You're welcome. You're welcome. I don't want you guys to feel as if this is not a space for you. I've gone in these TikTok streets and I've seen people who post about their lived experience. If they have like different health issues and concerns and stuff, they're showing their face, they're talking about it, they're normalizing it. Now, when you do that, I would tell you to put on your content disclosure just in case you're saying something that's a little, the medical terminology and other stuff. The algorithm sometimes doesn't like it. So I would say turn on your content disclosure. That's a feature that says you're talking about your own brand. But there are people who are always on this app talking about different conditions and stuff that they're dealing with. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, Dr. Michelle. So don't feel like there's not a space for you and there's a community for you. And on top of that, there are people who want to hear your story that are sitting back, sitting there thinking like, oh, I could never do that. I'm so insecure or uncomfortable. And they are admiring you for doing it. Okay, so there are people who need that too. They need to see that and feel comfortable. Can you show how to turn on content disclosure? I sure can. Hey, Coach Chantel, how are you, friend? I sure can, friend. Um, when you go live, before you go live, and when you're live. Hello, how you doing, Dominique? How are you, friend? Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate that. Thank you for the community fest, community gift. I said community fest, community gift. I appreciate it, friends. Thank you all who are coming in. If you are new, feel free to say I'm new. Come in. We like to make sure our new friends are talking and chatting. This is a space for you to ask questions. Okay. So content disclosure was the question that was asked of me. When you go and start a live, one of the things you can do is set up, before you go live, you can set up your screen. You said, I'm new. Christine, how are you, friend? Welcome to the room. You said, coaching myself and others through life, neurodivergent, and it says CPTSD. Okay, I think I said that right. And level 50. Welcome to the room, friend. Thank you so much for being here. New here, Elizabeth, and loving your room. Oh, I appreciate that, Elizabeth. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you coming in. You said Jesus first, Mama, Filipina, RN, music, foodie, travel, thrifting, and empty. And then it cuts off for me, but I'm assuming it says empty nester maybe. Connected with all the live hosts. There we go, friend. Thank you so much, Wealthy Habits. Let's see. We're going to do something. Let's go here. I'm going to go to my other screen. Content disclosure is a feature in here. Content disclosure and audience control, they kind of to me go hand in hand because essentially if you're going to turn on your content disclosure, you more than likely probably need to turn on your audience control. Just because, hey, two brave hearts, just because if you're turning on your content disclosure, in most cases, what you're doing is something that is not necessarily a live stream for anyone under the age of 18. So if you're selling products or selling a service, that's young people under 18 cannot purchase. So turn on the audience control for that. If you are talking about something that's a little bit more mature in nature or maybe trauma or something like that, thank you for the hand heart. Appreciate it, friend. Um, Turn on your audience control too. I think it's important that you turn that on. Because if you know your conversation is going to be a little bit mature in nature, turn it on. All right, just to be on the safe side. Thank you all who are coming in. How you doing, Kurtz? Corzia, is that it? Corzia. Say it right for me, friend. Tell me how to pronounce it. I was going to say Kurt. I give people nicknames. How you doing, Moonflower Mama? How are you, friend? Okay, so we're gonna go live real quick. This is my shop page. We're gonna click the live option. Turn my screen around so you guys can see it. So you can see it clearly. Okay, and content disclosure. Hello, I've joined your fan club 100 days. Welcome, Flower Girl. Appreciate it, friend. Thank you all who are coming into the live. We're talking about content disclosure and audience control. This is a feature you want to cut on. If you have a live that is for a more mature audience, you got to be 18 years and older to attend, or you're talking about a topic that is your brand, you're selling a product, service, something like that, or you're saying something that is a little bit more mature in nature, turn it on. Okay. So you're going to go to settings. So this is the setup screen before you go live. So you're going to go to settings. And really quickly, my friend Brooke, enhance is where you can do some smoothing out of your skin and stuff like that. Those are enhanced effects. You can play with the effects before you actually go live. So you can find an effect that you want to use before you even start the live. So that's something you can do too. So just pay attention to that top line there. But settings is where we're going to go to. If you guys are going to ask me about boards, boards are here too. That's what this is a board. So that's where you go set up the board. My practice mode, folks, 30-second practice mode is there. So you can do that as well. The screen will pop up asking if you're ready to go live. And you can say no, and it will still keep you in practice mode. Audience control, 18 years and older. Audience control is right here. So you're going to toggle this on if it's for a more mature audience. I traditionally keep mine off because my live is not for necessarily for a mature audience. So I traditionally keep mine off. And if you do one of those games called the match, officially it's called a match, but people call it battles. If you're doing that, you probably need to have your audience control turned off so your opponent can find you and you guys can be matched together. Okay? Boards wasn't available for me last night. Maybe it's a feature that unlocks later. I think it is, Christine. I don't know if boards are there immediately. I think so. I don't quote me on that, but I believe it is something that you have to wait to get. You said, "Can you show me how to set up the board?" Yes. Let me show this real quick. I'll show boards real quick. I'm probably gonna get boards again, but I'll show it. I'll show it now in the beginning. Thank you all for sharing out the live. If you guys don't mind sharing and reposting the live, you said I'm learning. It's such a process. That's it. Think of it as a process. That's it. I don't want you to think about this like, oh, I'm going to get this all and it's all good. No, it's a process. You're slowly adding pieces to this and you're learning how to do it. So it's totally fine. It's a process, though. It is a process. Okay, friends. Last thing towards the end, so we're at the end, is content disclosure. Turn on content disclosure. You're going to click that. You're going to toggle it on. And it says it clearly. If you are promoting a brand, product, service, you can, or you're representing yourself or collaborating with a business, another brand. So you're gonna turn on my own brand and toggle that on. Oop, nice. And then you'll save it. If you're working with somebody else, you can turn that one on too. If you're doing TikTok shop, it'll turn on for you automatically. Okay. Yeah. Hey, Vintage Bestie, how are you? You were in Coach Rhonda's room yesterday too. I'll see you, friend. How you doing? Welcome to the room today. Even if you're just knitting, it has to be on. It's very finicky. Yes. If you're talking about another brand, if you're talking about some products, because knitting is a product, it looks like you might be promoting your product or your business or service. So yeah, turn it on. I would turn it on. If you're sharing information about some hobby or something else you do, turn it on. You turn it on also because you're representing your own brand by doing that. So I think it's important to turn it on. Because I'm sitting here talking about TikTok tips and stuff, I've been able to, I guess it's not a bad thing. I think TikTok doesn't see me as my own brand, I guess. I don't know what TikTok thinks of me. Um, but with that being said, I don't turn it on. I haven't been turning it on. Although I do talk about the agency. I am a Creator Network owner slash manager. So I do talk about that. I do talk about wanting one-on-one consults with me and stuff. So I do talk about it, but for whatever reason, I'm still kind of in that area where I'm still talking about TikTok. I'm talking about live streaming. I'm helping you go live. I'm talking about tips and strategies. So I don't think TikTok sees it as something that is sensitive or anything that is going to be a conflict of interest because I'm talking about TikTok. So I appreciate your smooth tone. It calms my anxiety over learning this. You're welcome. You're welcome, friend. I want to teach. I do what I want people to do for me. So I don't like a lot of stuff going on either. So I agree with that. I like to say I'm enrolled in TikTok University and I'm only in my first semester. Well, I was teasing that wealthy habit. I was saying that because lately I've had a lot of new people come to the room, and then we have my returners and people who are in the agency. And I said, okay, the people in the agency, y'all seniors, and we got the freshman class coming in. Because somebody who's been with us for a while, she was like, oh, all these new questions. This is so good. I love hearing these questions. Because obviously it is new and new information. She says, sweet. Yes, Michelle, Dr. Michelle, you are a friend. You are a senior. You are a senior friend. So she's been with us for a minute, but yes. So it gets easier over time. I'm going to tell you that. It gets easier. So the stuff I'm talking about, I mean, often I'll weave in some new stuff and people say that sometimes. She's like, oh, I didn't know that. I didn't realize that. Because, sometimes you don't catch me and I'll say something and you never heard me say it before. That's the whole thing about live streaming too. You got new people coming in your room all the time. And so the question they ask might not have been a question that you heard me answer before. So yeah, so it's an interesting thing, but yes, you guys are learning. You're always in a learning mode, and I'm in a learning mode. People will come to my live and they'll say, "Doc, did you see this? Did you know this?" And I'm like, "No, I hadn't seen it yet." And so it is ever evolving. Okay, so don't be intimidated. It's a process. Okay, and I say practice makes progress. You're not searching for perfection here. Okay, you said always learning. We lifelong learners. Thank you all for the follows. I see you all. I appreciate the follows. I appreciate the likes, the shares, the reposts, the add to stories, all the things, the daily heartbeats, the populars. Thank you so much. Those are things that help the live stay activated. Okay, so you always want people to support your live, and that gets more visibility for your live. So feel free to come in and support and ask questions. So, wealthy habits, you asked the question about boards. So, let me show you boards, friend. Thank you for the follow. Hey, Amanda. I always love Amanda's. My mom was Amanda. Okay, so here, settings, you're going to go to settings. And for my board, it actually is its own icon again. It was originally its own icon, then it went into settings, and now it's back being its own icon. So it could be down here as a board, or it could be under settings. Not sure why it keeps flip-flopping, but that's what happened to me. Okay, so boards. You're going to go right here to boards. Okay, you are going to, and I'm showing this from my other phone. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you being here. I'm going to do something. I'm going to do you guys a favor. I'm going to show this from this account. I'm on this phone. I'm going to switch to this account. I'm not going to start the live because I'll get in trouble. But I'm going to show you because I want you guys to see there's a new feature called the AI boards. This screen does not have it yet. And I'll be honest with you, not everybody has it. And maybe my new friends in the room, you may not have the AI board, but I want you to at least see it. Okay, so I'm going to switch to the AI board so you guys can start seeing that. And then I'll talk about it from that screen. Let's see. And then once you guys get it, it's really good because it's going to help. It to me, it expressed that TikTok is learning who you are and what your live is all about. Okay, because it's picking up your niche and the topics you're discussing in your live. So you really do want the AI to start learning you. All right, so I don't want you guys to miss that. Thank you so much. Hey, Sultranana, thank you for the blues. Thank you, Black Lotus. I saw you come in as well. Appreciate everybody joining me. If you are new, feel free to put in the chat new. We're going to keep the chat moving. And you always want to engage. I tell people all the time, this is an engagement app. So you are engaging by putting comments in, liking the live. That's what these hearts represent. When you tap the screen, you can see hearts pop up. Also sharing out the live. That's why you get more visibility from other people coming in. So we're gonna continue to talk about that. I'm gonna talk about engagement a little bit more because I want you guys to grow. That's the whole thing. When you're in a live, my new friends, I know y'all shy. I know y'all nervous. I know y'all afraid. Friend, thank you so much, friend. Hey, party therapist. Thank you so, Mill. I know all that is happening, but you got to be engaging too. Hey, Amanda, new. I did a promote post and it was all junk. So trying hard to find my peeps. Yeah, so that's it. You got to start connecting with people, engaging with people. That's going to be so important. Okay, so we're on my page here. Let's see, let me make sure. So remember I told you my board is on a separate screen. It's not under settings. So my board is over here. I'm going to click my board. And then you saw that pop up? I got these AI boards that pop up for me. All right. So again, these AI boards are here. And they have different, right now they're showing the regular messages. When I come in my live, it shows my messages, the things that I've talked about in my live stream. So it does that. But now it's just showing some general messages here. But these boards here are boards you can create as well. plan to go live tonight at 8 p.m. Do it, friend. Do it scared. Just go ahead and do it. I did a live. I wonder if she's still here. Kim, are you still here? Kim, therapist and coach. We did a one-on-one consultation, and I said, hey, let's go live. She hadn't gone live. She's like, you serious right now? You are? Today's her birthday. Let's say happy birthday to her. Send her the happy birthday stickers. Today's her birthday. You said you're a great cheerleader. He said, I'm here. Kim therapist. I'm gonna pin her. Today is her birthday. We met yesterday for a one-on-one, and she did her very first live with me. So she did it. She did her first live, and it wasn't that bad, was it, Kim? Be honest. Was it that bad? so so I walked her through some things. Thank you so much. You're so welcome, friend. Happy birthday. Um, you said show and love. Hey, Big Cheetah, how are you, friend? Welcome to the room. Um, so just keep that in mind. Go live. You'll be fine. Play around with the buttons, see what's there. You said I was shocked. Shocked in a good way. Shocked that you did it. So hopefully it went well, friend. It wasn't bad at all. You did a great job. I mean, and she actually, if I wasn't there, she would have had at least one person come in and chat with her. This person was like, hey, how you doing? So and they were very nice and kind. Can you create the boards before you go live? You have to create the boards before you go live. Yes, so you have to create them before you go live. Give me 1 second, Wealthy. I want to just make sure I don't miss too many comments real quick. Hold on. In a good way. Yes, in a good way. Not bad at all. Okay, that's awesome. Hey, how you doing, Love University? Horatio, how are you, friend? Okay, so they have these new AI boards. You have all these boards in here. I've created different boards over time. They stay there for you. I'm gonna click. I'll click this board so I'll click. Well, I want to do this. I'm gonna click this one. You can edit the board, or you can delete it. So that's where the edit and delete is. This is where those two dots are. You can use the board. I'm not gonna mess with my board. I'm not gonna mess with the screen because I'm live on the screen. But you can use the board. Well, let me show this. It'll show real quick. So it just showed there, and you'll see it, or you can hide it. Okay, so that is part of the board setup. Thank you so much for those populars. And then these boards here are AI boards here. And if you tap them, you can use it, but I will tell you, you can edit. So if you use this board, I'll go in and edit it and change it out to whatever language I want it to look like. And they have them there as they have the different fonts and stuff. And you can change the fonts and change the colors. So all that is there for you. Now for a regular board, let's go out of that. So like for a regular board, you can just click the plus mark at the top, and then you are general. The multi-guest is when you have the panel boxes to the side. Somebody is in your box. You actually can create a board out of one of those boxes. So say you want to say this panel is all about beginners who are going live, and I want to put that on my messaging so people know the panels that I have a purpose. They're up for a reason. People can see that as they come in your room and decide like, oh, I want to join your panel because she's talking to beginners. So again, you can do that, whatever message you want to put there. So that's for the multi-guest, but a general board is this. This is a general board. So I'm going to hit create, and you'll see where I can type my message. And if I type on the board, where's my screen? So I can type, I'll just say fun. Okay. And then I can change the font. I can change and slide through all the different font options. Slide through all the different color options. Whatever I want it to be. The center it, not center it. Border. Where's it at? I was changing the font size. That color. So you can do all that stuff. So, and then you can make it bigger. I just made it bigger. So you can do that. It's up to you what you put there. Here's what you cannot put on it. You cannot put the word TikTok. That's why that does not say TikTok. You cannot put any social media platform. All right. So if I wanted to change this board and put TikTok fun, you can't put any social media. That's Etsy. Etsy's bad. YT, FB, IG. any of the social media platforms. Don't put their name. So you can't put social media platform. You can't put websites or website links. You cannot put um, pricing, the dollar sign, the money symbol. You're not supposed to put that on there. You're not supposed to put personal names or identifying information on your boards. Okay, so you want to be very careful about what you put there. If you do, you will get restricted potentially because TikTok will say you're pushing people off the platform because you have a website or some social media there. You're pushing people off the platform. You can get that restriction. You also can get suppressed where your views are not seen. You're not pushed out. Hey, Mika Grace, I see you coming in, friend. So I put TikTok fun. Let's see. So if I put done and then I go to save this, let's see. It let me do it. It's under review. Hold on, why did it let me do it? I think this is the other board. Let me go back to it. It should have put the warning message, but I don't think it did. Let me go back up. I think the way I did this is not showing the warning message. But you should get a warning message when you do it. If you don't get the warning message, just know you shouldn't put it out there. Okay? I don't know why I did that. It's probably because I'm live, because it's not a real account. This is not. Oh, it's at low memory too. Thank you for taking the time to show me. You're welcome, friend. So just know you shouldn't put that. I'm trying to delete it now and it's not deleting. So hold on one second. Let me go back. I think it's acting funny because I'm live on this account. Okay. So just know you shouldn't do that. Okay. I'm not going to try to mess with this account too much since it's my live right now. Great stuff. So how do I put a background like yours? Um, the board here, or are you talking about the colors? Let me know what you meant by that, Sophia. How you doing, Sophia? Welcome to the room, everybody. On my bio, I have, oh, take it out. I would take it out. Yeah. I've had at least 3 people comment that they have Etsy's and they're getting restrictions when they go live. And one person removed their Etsy and the restriction stopped. So I think it really was that Etsy, and they were basically saying they were pushing people off the platform. So I will remove that one. That one I kind of feel strongly about is problematic. Now others I'm not certain about, but that one I feel very strongly about. Like I would remove it. Doing great. You have a beautiful color background, or is it part of a board? It's not. It's my light. It's my sunset. Okay, so let me show this too. It's a lamp, sunset lamp. It's this little. Let me see. Oh, here, this little thing here. I'm trying to show it because it's backwards for me. But yeah, that's it. If I can show you, it's actually sitting right here on my table. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can move my screen so you can see it. It's right here. See that? That's the remote to it. So yeah, it's you gotta position it the way you want to show up for you, but yeah, it has the little light features. It's in my showcase. It is in my showcase. I wasn't gonna make this shoppable per se. My shadow from my chair keeps popping in too. I gotta figure that out. But yeah. But yeah, that's it. He said, how can you get it? So it's in my showcase. Okay, so here's how you get it. Let me flip my screen so I can quit pointing in the wrong direction. Okay, here. If you click my photo, my mini profile is gonna pop up. When my main profile pops up, you'll see, well, it's in my main profile too. But if you click my photo here, my mini profile pops up. Right at the bottom, it says showcase. And you want to look for the sunset light. I brought it from Lisa Showcase. It arrived quickly. Oh, thank you. I love that. I love that. So yeah, I like it. I think it's a great feature. It's something and what it's doing is reflecting off my little plants here. And this is like my real artwork. That's real. Let me touch it. Okay. Yeah, that's a real thing. You said, yes, I love it. Yeah, I think it's a great addition. And, it has, depending on what you have it reflecting to, it'll put that on the wall. So if I had like a little smaller plant, I could have it pointing towards that and that will reflect off of it. I've seen a couple different examples of people who use it and they're just reflecting. You said it's a great size. It is. So we'll see. We I don't know, its longevity. You may want to consider getting more than one. Just saying. One person said hers burned out quickly, but she was running it overnight because she was treating it as a nightlight for her dogs. Flourish, I don't know if you're still here. So I don't know if it has a short lifespan, but I would say I like it so far. So far it works for me. How do you add music during the live? Um, you would have to use either an external device like a Spotify or Apple Music. There is a music feature here in the app, so when you click your wand, they have a couple different music channels that you can play, and it can play in the background. So like right now I'll play one for you guys. Let's see, I'm going to turn it down a little bit so you can have that playing. So if I wanted to play music the whole time and have that playing in the live, I could. So there are people who do the voice lives and they'll play music. Now you want to be careful. What I'm hearing from some of my agency people, we're seeing more violations from this because people are playing the TikTok music and they're muting their microphone and not talking. And so I think TikTok is getting on to people saying, hey, the voice live is supposed to be you communicating. Your voice is supposed to be, you're supposed to be talking, or something is supposed to be happening where it's not just the TikTok music playing. Okay. So that's something you want to kind of keep in mind. You got to be careful about just turning on this music and muting your mic. Because I could mute my mic, and I'll show you real quick. I'm going to mute my mic, and you'll still hear the music. So you don't hear me. My mic is muted, but the music's playing. So yeah, thank you. You're welcome. So yeah, be careful because that's something that people are getting violations for, and that's called a static image because they feel like you just playing music and there's nothing else happening. Oh, look at him, Star Rider! Thank you for that. That's pretty cool. That was cool. I hadn't seen that one, Nika. That's cool. She plays around with all the great gifts in the gift box. That was cute. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. You said so cute. I thought it was gonna be the star that comes in with the glasses, but then I was like, wait a minute. That's super cute. So you said I missed it. That was cute. Thank you all for the follows. I see you guys. Thank you for the follows. Let me know if you guys have questions as you're coming in. Thank you for the daily heartbeat too. I'm gonna turn this music off because it's getting a little too jazzy for me. Um, so yeah, I'll turn it off. But just keep that in mind. You could have the music playing in the app as you're doing your live. People do it. You turn it down and you can have it playing. People do play music from their, like my computer's right here. I can play music from the YT. I can play music, soft music playing from my cable network has music channels too. And it's no commercials. So I could play that and have that running. People have their Spotify. Leanne, she's going live right now. She's our live studio, resident live studio trainer. When you want to go on your laptop or your computer, she has a great vibe to her room because she'll be playing her Spotify list. So just depends on what you want to do. Yeah. I DM'd you yesterday about a restriction. Did you see it? I DM'd you back. I messaged you back, Livy. Go back and get it because you actually need to appeal it. I responded. And if you ain't appealed, I need you to appeal like ASAP. So, yeah, go back and look at my message. I responded back to you. Um, so yeah, let me check and see if you appealed it because I don't think unless you sent something new. Yeah, I'm waiting on you to appeal. Yeah, you need to appeal. That's the first step. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. Yeah, definitely go in and appeal like right now if you can. So that can be in the system. Yeah. Is it the fall sunset lamp? It doesn't say season. You said fall? It just says sunset lamp. Is is that what it says on the description up there? It might say that in the description, but it's called a sunset lamp. Yeah. Thank you. Good morning. How you doing, Bella? Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. Yes. Okay. Good. If you get restricted, does it tell you somewhere in your online area? It does. It does, Moonflower. Moonflower, it tells you in the live. in the live, you need to, there's a little house in the corner, or you can swipe from right to left, and it will share with you why you got a restriction. And then after you in the live, you get a system notification that tells you there. And then if you go to your live center, you go under the rules and guidelines. It's sitting there as well. Yeah, so it's multiple places for you. Oh, okay. Yep, yep. So, let me talk about restrictions. We just, since that just came up, restrictions versus violations. I use the example of a restriction being when you are in high school, and you know you had to go to the 10th. Okay, I go back into that now. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Laviv. Yeah. So, hey Jennifer, coming on in. Others who are coming in, feel free to come in. Say you're new, Bella. Thank you so much for being here. Others, if you are new listening to me, say you're new. Put it in the chat. Let's get to talking. I want us to make sure we're engaging. I'm going to talk about engagement too, because I want you guys to understand um, the rules of engagement, because I want you guys to grow. That's the whole point. We are growing. This is our growth season. Building my body, and this is Bella's bio. Building my body and beginner creator journey. I love that. Okay, live host 5 p.m. Eastern, sharing what worked. Then it got cut off. But welcome to the room. You will go live already, so that's awesome. Yanni, how are you, friend? Thank you so much for being here. Protective of my peace. I love that, friend. Welcome to the room. Appreciate you being here. Nika Grace, you are not new, but I will read your bio. Daily live host. Look at a daily live host. Tips over 40 Tips over 40, makeup and skincare, sound medicine, drum circle facilitator. I think, and that got cut off for me. Well, welcome to the room, Nika Grace. um, so we're going to talk about engagement, because you can see some folks already doing it. So make sure you guys, you said, I'm trying. You're doing it, friend. You are doing it. I tell people all the time, I have to remind us, we are live hosts, we are content creators, we are influencers, we are affiliates, we are entrepreneurs. We wear all those different hats when we're in this space. And so just recognize you own that, you stay focused and continue to do it, okay? And right now, some of y'all are beginners and y'all beginning y'all journey, and that is okay as well. We all had an origin story. We all had to start somewhere. All of us. All right. So we're gonna continue to do it, friends. Um, Thank you so much. I see you too, Brave. You said newish. Welcome to the room, friend. Welcome back. Spiritual Impressions, Beautiful Sunrise. Thank you so much for being here as well. Appreciate that. Seven Spiritual Impressions is a safe space to learn chakra alignment and spiritual growth. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the encouragement. That's what we're doing. New. I see you, friend. Welcome to the room. Thank you so much for being here. All right, so that's important. Good morning, Ocean Summers. How are you, friend? That's important to keep the chat going. So as you guys are connecting, my new friends, let me talk about this real quick before I go into the restrictions and violation stuff. Um, I want you guys to at somebody. So if I see, so this is my agency account. So if I see somebody, I'm gonna see our our friend Spiritual Impressions. I can see right here. I can follow her. I can also click that little at symbol there, and I can send her a message. You see her name is in here. You always want to send a message to the person. You can click their name and it'll pop up too in your box like this, but you always want to send a message. And I'm going to say, hello, friend. And so with that, you're connecting with people. But when you click their little, their photo, that's a good way to follow or follow them back. That's important. You want to connect with people who have a bio. You might want to read the bio. You could also say something very nice and connecting with their bios, like, "Oh wow, I see you do the chakra and spiritual enlightenment and growth. Oh, I want to learn more about that. I would love to see your live stream." Those are things you can do. That's authentic engagement. When you go into lives and in some of these grow rooms, they talk about scooped and gotcha and followed and all this other stuff. That's not authentic engagement. You're connecting with people because you want to build relationships. Okay, so that's what you're doing when you come into a live, and that keeps the chat going. But it also is important for you as a viewer to always think about your growth. All right, growth in terms of your community growth, because as you're growing and connecting with engaged people, then those people are also people who may come to your live and engage in your live and connect with your content and connect and engage in your content as well. So make sure you are always building relationships. You said watched your live for 200 minutes. Welcome to the room. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate you being here, friend. Thank you for that. E-nurse, appreciate it. Appreciate it as well. Thank you so much. Yes, we pop in and say hi in our room for in our room friends here. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Thank you so much. Moonflower, I appreciate the support. So definitely connect, engage. Okay, I'm gonna talk about the blue boxes and then badges too, the Lisa badges, because I want you guys to think about your growth from that perspective too. So we'll talk about that in a second. But let's go to restrictions real quick. So if you get a restriction, restrictions are basically, I give the analogy of when you're in high school and you have to go into detention, after school detention or whatever it was, and you did something that day and you got a detention for it. That's a timeout. You know, you're getting punished for it. It's a reprimand of some sort. It's consequences for whatever you did in your life. That's what's happening. You are getting a timeout. So they restrict your views from being sent out to the For You feed. You hear FYF, FYP, For You page, For You feed. That's what that represents. Thank you for the populars. So you are now in timeout for that live, just for that live. When you get a violation, you actually get suspended. So remember in high school when you got in trouble and you got to leave the school, you can't come back for a few days, you get suspended. You get suspended here too. So if you get a violation, that's a suspension. That suspension then says you got to sit out for a little bit. You can't go live, okay? If something you did. So because of that, you want to make sure you are um, being conscious of appealing those. So you got to appeal those. All right. You got to appeal the restriction and you got to appeal the violation. So when I was talking to Laviv, I said, hey, I can't do anything until you do something first. You got to say, my bad. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, why am I getting this? You got to make sure you appeal it. That's the number one. And then after you appeal it, if they still say, oh, no, no, we're going to enforce the penalty, then as an agency, I can step in for the violations. I can't step in for restrictions. Restrictions, I have no, that was for that live. That is 100% a little bit of a timeout. That's the detention. Think about with high school. When you get a detention, your parents normally ain't called. You get a detention, your parents don't know you got that detention. You just have to take it, go ahead, take it on the chin, go into your little timeout, and that's it. When you get the violation, that's when your parents are called. I mean, and that suspension, that's when your parents are called. And oftentimes they got to come get you. You got to have a meeting now. And so that's essentially what's happening. So those are the differences between the two. So restrictions are 100% on you. You got to make sure you don't do that moving forward. You got to figure out what's happening and then make sure you don't do it. Hey, Lisa, how you doing, friend? Violations, then we have to have a real conversation because we can't continue to have violations. All right. Oh, I didn't do that appeal for my 10-minute restriction. Yeah, definitely do it. You want to do it regardless. You want to do it because oftentimes, even with the restriction, they may give you a timeout, but they may lift it. Yeah, so they've been known to lift it, and I've had a few over the year, over time, over the months, where I've gotten a restriction and I appeal it, and they remove the restriction. You know, so what would have been maybe a 10-minute restriction on my live, it ends up only being like 1 minute or 2 minutes because they remove it pretty quickly. So just always do the appeal, always appeal it. If they don't approve the appeal, you know, the restriction is just for that live, start over and you're fine. When it's a violation, you definitely want to appeal it because that means they set you out for, you know, a period of time, days, essentially a couple days, 3 days. I've seen 7 days. So make sure you're doing that as well. All right. Thank you so much. Hey, Q, see you, friend. Thank you all who are coming in. Hey, GP and Michelle, how are you, friend? Thank you so much. Everybody who's joining me, feel free to come in. I want you guys to engage and connect with one another, especially my new friends. You got to make sure you are putting yourself out there and connecting with new people, okay? I got one the other day for 10 minutes, but I hit that appeal button. Did they give you your they make you sit out the whole 10 minutes or did they lift it for you? I'm doing well, thank you. You're welcome, friend. And so hopefully, thank you for the follow as well. Thank you for the follow. I see some of you coming in and following. Thank you all who are coming in to follow the live host. I appreciate the support. If you guys don't mind sharing out the live, we'll do some power shares. Power shares is when you hold my nose down or my glasses, you can share it out. by sharing out to people, more people, or you can click the arrow below here and share it out that way and repost as well. All right. Let's see. I got a restriction and didn't know why, so I appealed it and didn't see anything more about it. Um, when you get a restriction, really quickly, always look at your analytics in the live. So you're saying you click the house and you swipe the screen and you didn't see the red message that said you were on restriction and why. It will say it in this red box under your analytics during the live. You said the whole 10 minutes. They put you up for the whole 10 minutes. Yeah, it happens all the time. So be careful. There's a couple things in terms of restriction. You kind of want to pay attention to what you did. One thing I say to do, go back and look at your recording for that live and look at maybe the 2 to 3 minutes before that time period to see what you said or did. And that's going to tell you a little bit more about what the algorithm did not like. Typically it does. I will say this, there's a couple nuances to this conversation, so I'll say it in a second. It has to do with the boards and your bio too. How do you know if you're gotten one? Will you know during the live? Yeah, you will. It's right in your face. TikTok ain't. If somebody in your chat, if you get one of those little troll messages, because those are people who are behaving badly, that says violation notification, it'll say something weird, and it's actually a person, like it's like a TikTok symbol, or they'll have like a little black and white photo box, and you click, if you could pin it, if you can touch it, and it's a profile that pops up, it's not real. Okay, that's a fake message. People have ended their live stream thinking that that was a true violation, and it wasn't. It was somebody trolling you. It was a person. Okay, or bot or whatever. But if it is in fact, thank you for the shares. I see you, GP. Appreciate all the support. Oh yes, okay, good. So don't get fooled by it. Don't get fooled by those. Those people, I click their little comment, I block, I mute, block, and report. So those messages are not real. But TikTok message is dead in your face. You know it. You can't miss it. Where are these recordings of the lives? Because I only get clips. Oh, you get recordings. I'll show you where it's at, friend. Lifestyle with Tag. Appreciate your friend. Okay. Thanks for all the information. You're welcome. Definitely will be mindful. Mindful system notices for restrictions, gas, and suspensions. Yeah. So restrictions and violations. So yeah, you can't miss it if you get it. When you get it, always click here. This is my second step. When I get it, I was like, oh, okay, TikTok gave me a violation, y'all. Let me see the restriction, y'all. I'll click my little house or I'll swipe, and then I'll make sure I appeal it. All right. So that's what I'm doing. So do it immediately. Just go ahead and go through the motions with it, and then just make sure you go back and look at your recording. And a couple things before I show you where the recording is. A couple things you want to keep in mind when that happens. When that happens, some of the more common ones is the follow for follow. I got one before. That's why when I talk about follow connection tips and strategies, I'm very careful with my words. I try to avoid the conversation because TikTok did not like the way I described it the last time I did it. So I try my best to not talk about it as much, or I tell you guys how, I show you how to engage. So it's important that you know the rules of engagement, but you got to be careful about how you say things, okay? Because you don't want the algorithm to think that you're trying to manipulate. All right. So that's very important. Oh, that's good to know. Yeah, so you don't want to sound like you're trying to manipulate people. You can educate your community. You can point to where things is located. You can help them understand what it means in your interpretation, but you can't say things that make it sound like you're requesting and demanding. Okay? You say it as an option. It's very optional. It's your choice. You have agency. Here's what you can and can't do. I just want to let you know where things are located and how you're supporting the law. So you just be careful about how you say things. The other thing I will say, thank you, Kim. I appreciate your friend. The other thing I will say, pushing people off the app is the other restriction that's pretty common. Um, when you have something in your board, like I said, if you have that TikTok message, um, I got a restriction but didn't know how to appeal it. When you swipe to the analytics, like, or click the house, swipe from right to left, It shows your real-time performance. It should be there in the red box. It should be appeal. Should be there for you to do. You should be able to appeal it. Um, Let me know if you caught that, boss lady. So the pushing people off the app is probably the most common one. Okay, thank you so much for that level up cake. And you want to make sure, couple things. If you're saying something verbally that sounds like you're informing people about your resources off the app, you got to be careful about how you say it and what you're saying. You can't just say, hey, go here and do this, that, and the other. You just got to be careful about how you do it. So sometimes people will show it like, oh, well, I just want to show you this real quick. When you're showing something, be careful about what you're showing though, because when you're showing web addresses and stuff like that, you can't do that. But you could flip your camera and maybe go to the page already. Don't show the website necessarily, but go to your page and maybe point out a couple things that they can kind of learn where you're at. Okay, so that you gotta be very crafty. Okay, when when I did my bio, TikTok asked for company website, so that's bad. That's bad to include. Um, you have a business page. Is this a business page? I'm assuming. Um, it's not bad to include. Well, let me take that back. I don't. I removed my web page. I moved it over to my agency page, and I'm using Service Plus as a way to talk about how to get services. And then in my bio is my agency page, and I point to that as a place where you can get information about the agency and how to apply. My web page is over there as well, so I use all that on that page, on the professional page. I have a business page. Okay, but this profile is mine as CEO. So same way. I'm the same exact way. I'm the CEO of my agency and of my business. And this is my business. This is my CEO page. And then my business page is somewhere else. There's the launch your income page. And so that's where I have the website. That's where I have the application for the agency and stuff. So I'm using both of those pages. So for example, and I'll talk about the agency in a little bit. But for example, if I put in, I'll say this, I pin this page and I'll talk about the agency and I'll pin it and I'll say, and if you guys want to, you guys can follow this page. So I use this as a way to kind of let people know this is the official agency page. And so people can get information that way. And then if you look at my bio, you'll see it. You have to probably click my photo once. My mini profile will pop up. Click my photo again and it takes you to my bio. You'll see where I mentioned this page in my bio. In this bio, this page is in there. So you can do that too. You can mention another page and it's actually hyperlinked to that page. Okay? So you can do that. You said what's the difference between personal and business? Personal and business is personal account for TikTok. It gives you more of the creator functions and features that you can have, like the creator rewards program, um, TikTok shop for creator level music. You're a creator, so they give more functionality, and more of the programs are geared towards creators. If you're a business, you're really focused on your business. And so your business page is commercial music you can use. You don't have all the different great music you can use. Um, in your live stream, you should be talking about your business. I'm going to say that right now, friends. Those who be trying to talk about creative stuff, you got to be careful about that. That's oftentimes people will get restrictions for that too, like not promoting their products. It's um, something about cross promotion or something like that. You got to be careful about what you're saying. So it's basically saying you're supposed to be talking about this product and you talking about this other stuff. Well, why are you doing all that? And so focus on your business if you're doing your business on TikTok. And then also just making sure that you're able to sell your product too. So you really should be, if you're having physical products and you have a shop, you should be pinning that and talking about your products then too, for your business, that is. So just know it's just a little bit more limitations as a business. I personally think you can still achieve that and have a personal account. You can still talk about your business, but have a personal account doing it. Similar to what I'm describing here. Like I have the two accounts, but I operate this one as a personal. Does that make sense? So do you post your live recordings to your biz page instead of this one? Um, my live recordings I post mainly on this one because this is my live here. The recordings are coming from here. I haven't gone live on the business page. I probably should post some stuff over there, but I don't. You gotta be careful. You can't post in both places. It has to be original content. So I would have to tweak some things, but I could take some postings and put it over there too, though. I could. Absolutely could. I actually should. That may be an easier way to do it as well, just so I can start getting some more content on that page. I don't have as much content that I put over there because I mainly focus on this account. Um, so I really should put some of my content over there. Um, you said, what would Coach Rhonda say? Just do it. What would she say? She said, don't say should, just do. What would she said? The limiting beliefs. Exactly. Is that what she would say too? She would say that. I could take some of this recording clips from here and put it over there, and I should do that. And you know what? I will do that. I will do it. I just have to figure out which ones. I need to say something. I'll say something soon. Something that's really relevant to the agency stuff. So let me say something that's relevant to the agency, and I have to look at the timestamp, and that will be the post for that page. So thank you for that. I'll do it in a few minutes, but let me show y'all what recordings is. I think that's what you asked for, Moonflower. You asked for recordings. You may have just answered. What did I say? What did I do? What was I supposed to answer, Terry? Wait, I missed it. Where can I find recording clips for my live? I'm about to show you, Elizabeth. So I'm going to show you recordings. Hold on one second. Let's go. Let's go to my other account. Okay, so we're on this is the shop page. Okay, so this is the shop page, and so when you go to TikTok Studio, you're gonna go to your live side. On your live side, you're gonna scroll down to Tools and Resources, and you're gonna go to Live Recordings. Hey, Leanne, and so Moonflower, you was like, oh, all I see is clips. Yes. So this is my page that I normally use for show and tell in here. So sometimes I'll go live as I show you guys features. So there's some recordings here. So when you say I only see the highlights and clips, you see that arrow? That's what you're clicking to get to the highlights. But the one right above it for this live, and this was the earlier live, there's no highlights and clips. That is what you're clicking. You're clicking here to get the whole live recording. This is the whole entire live. You guys see me moving around and stuff. This is the, how you doing, Solving Mom? How are you, friend? So this is the whole live. And here you can download this whole live. You can trash it. You can forward it. And you can make even clips of it. So if I wanted to make clips from it, I can do 60-second clips. I can do less. I can do a little bit more if I need to. I can slide this around and do clips. I save those clips. And those clips, I'm going to save. And that clip, you see where it says that, well, it said already clipped it because I did it twice. I hit it twice. Hello, how you doing, Dr. Darrell? So that clip there, and then I can move it around. I can slide this over and make another clip. Okay? So when I do that, I'm going to go back here. I'm going to exit out. And then there's that clip that's being made. And it's going to take a minute to think. Actually, if I go out, and if I come back in, it's probably going to be there for me. Okay, still thinking, but whatever. So it's going to take a minute, but it'll be there. Oh, you're a great teacher. This so much. Oh, you're welcome, friend. Thank you so much. Thank you all for the follows. I see different people came in. Yay, easy content for me. Woo, yes, that's it. You can do that. I've been using my clips lately. I'll be honest with you. I've gotten a little busy. And so the clips do come in handy. Because I'll say stuff here and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go and find my clip and just post that as content. I will tell you, the clips don't do as well. Just letting you guys know. At least mine don't. So that's great. Thank you. You're welcome. So helpful. You're welcome, friend. The clips do not do that well, but it is content. So take it for what it's worth. You know, sometimes you just need a clip. You just need to put something out there, but take those and you can make your own clips. You just saw where I just made a clip. You can make your own clip. You can make them shorter. You can make them longer. Hey Luna, they don't do as well, but I do sometimes. I'm like, I just need some content. I don't want to go another day without posting. I'm just going to take some clips from my live and just post it, and I don't have content. Which, you know, and to your point, Moonflower, that's what I could have been doing or should be doing for my other page, and just take clips from that and save it to my camera roll and upload it as clip. Yep. So that's great information. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. So yes, it's definitely helpful. Definitely helpful to do. Okay. So what else do we want to talk about? Any other questions? We talked about restrictions, violations. We talked about engagement. Let me go back to engagement. I always do this because we have new people who've come and gone. And when you're coming into a live, I want you guys to know how to interact. And many of you all are doing it. Some of you are not. If I'm not at a certain number of followers, can I join an agency? Is if you have live access, the agency is for people to go live. So if you have live access and you are going live, then you can absolutely join an agency. Yeah. So each agency has rules though. So it depends on what the agency's rules are. Maybe they do want a certain level of followers for their creators. I haven't heard that as much. I know they don't have rules in terms of how many days you go live, how many hours. As I go into my next year of the agency, I will institute rules surrounding how many days and days at least, and hours, maybe even two, because TikTok has just changed the rules for us for agencies, and so you want to make sure that your creators are committed to the process and invested in this live streaming process. And if you're not going live, then you don't need an agency. So just making sure that you're staying committed as well as much as the agency is trying to support your growth. You got to be committed to the process also. Okay. So that's the main thing that you'll see. I need to message you. I'm getting an error message every time I try to apply. Oh, an error message on my end. Can you open it up in another browser? You know what? I sent if you want to message me and send me your email, I'll send you the link that way. There was another person who said they were getting an error message and they realized they had to open it up in another browser. That was the problem. But I'm happy to send it to you and see if that works. Okay, I think that's what happened. You said, okay, I thought it was part of the greater network, and that part was minimum number. Um, for you said for my agency in particular, Moonflower, or you just saying in general for the Creator Network program? Me Too just did it. You said Me Too just did it. Me Too just did it. What did you do? You got an error message too? Let me know what's happening. Um, let me know. You say yes, got the error message. Okay, let me take a look at it. Send me your email. I have to go. Maybe I have to kind of change the way it's showing up in that information. If you're getting error message, she needs my link. Oh, Moonflower needs your link. Okay, that's good. Moonflower, get Coach Jesse's referral. Get her referral link. Okay, gotcha. Thank you for putting that reminder out there. The Moonflower connect with Coach Jesse. She's going to send the referral link. Anybody who joins the agency, you also you can refer people. And so you get a referral link, and that's another way, depending on how many people you refer. It's a number of how many people you refer, and if those people continue to go live, then you get credit for them and you can get monetized that way. All right, so just keep that in mind. That's part of the referral program. So yeah, so let me know if there's any questions. Okay, so anybody else, if you guys are having problems with the link, I'm gonna have to go back and look and see what's happening, because now I've had other people clicking and they were fine, but then I'm hearing more people say they're not fine. So I'm not figuring out what the difference is. Are you guys Androids versus iPhones? Let me know if that's the issue. This is an Android versus iPhone. Let's do a little social experiment. Which one is this? No iPhone all day. What about you, Terry? Are you iPhone? Maybe it's an iPhone thing. It might be an iPhone thing. Let me know. Um, that typically is what's popped up when people have different access and features. Kim, you applied. I don't know if she's still here. She was somebody that was able to get through. Kay was able to get through as well. Oh, I haven't updated the ISO. Okay, you haven't really. It might be iPhone. She said iPhone. It might be an iPhone thing. Who knows? I'm an iPhone person too. It might be an iPhone thing. It may be the iPhone. Maybe it don't. Hey, maybe it's like, I, no connection. I don't know. I don't know. If you guys didn't do the iOS update, maybe that's it. That's what Moonflower said she hadn't done it yet. So, but no, I'll have to see what's going on. TikTok I was weird the last week. Yes, maybe yeah, that might be it too. You said could be. You ain't done the updates. I don't know, y'all. Like I said, there was a few people who literally applied, and I see them in here, and I didn't have to send them anything. But there was one person who couldn't do it, so I know it's not the first time I'm hearing that. Okay, so engagement. Let's talk about engagement real quick. So we talked about likes. Did I share this with you guys? Do you guys know? You see the likes going to the side. My likes was not working. It was definitely acting weird this morning. My tapper, the device. I'll say goodbye and go update and come back in a bit so much. Okay, thank you so much, Fran. Appreciate you being here. Um, so it was not working for me to like the live, but I'm going to show you guys. Let's see. So we have. So I want to show you guys this as you guys think about coming into live. That's where you tap. You're tapping. You see that heart popping up, and you see this here. I don't want to get in the way. That's tapping it, and if you see it, let's see, it's tapping away. It's popped up the heart, and then it's going to have a line that crawls across. You see that line crawling across my name, and as it's crawling across, it's tapping for you, and it's getting you points. Now you're going to say, where are the points going? The points are going as far as they're part of your engagement points for the live, for the heart meet, as well as a top viewer. Okay, so you want to make sure you are liking the live. If I let this go, it'll sprinkle confetti on the screen. You see that? And it shows how many likes were sent. So that's a way you can give free support. So my viewers who are here who are not tapping, you want to make sure you're at least tapping if you're not commenting. You can't comment and tap at the same time just because the system don't allow you to do that. But you want to be doing something at all times. You're either liking a live, and that's those hearts that are flowing, or you are commenting, or you're sending stickers. Stickers is another way for engagement as you want your viewers to engage in your live. It's important that you're letting them know how to engage. You'll hear people say, and I'll say it on occasion too, like, hey, send me the go live sticker. If you guys don't mind, since the chat's not moving, let's send the go live sticker. So if you send the go live sticker, you actually hit the comment box, and then you have to send that sticker by clicking that heart that's in the comment box. You click that heart and you can see the go live sticker. Thank you so much, Wealthy Habits. So those are ways to show engagement. Thank you so much, Coach Jesse. I appreciate it. And so that's easy. That's easy support. That's free support because that means you're communicating, you're sharing out, you're sending stickers, and if you're not doing that, you're liking the live. And then if you're not doing that, you are sharing out the live, sharing out the live as well. That's another way to see who actively is engaging. Free 99. It is free 99. And then there's support that you need coins on your account. You gotta have coins on your account to support the live. And you'll see people with the blue box or the Lisa box. In the Lisa box, in most cases, they have both. Okay, that's so interesting. Some pages want you to do both. Tap it and comment. Yeah, you can't do. You can check for yourself. You can't do them both at the same time, so you have to make a decision. But I mean, they want you to do both. They want you to send stickers on occasion, and then you keep tapping, and you're doing whatever you need to do around the house while your phone is tapping away from you. Then you come back and send some stickers and say a comment or two. so, so yeah, that's what y'all catch me doing when I come into lives later. I'm either tapping away or I'm commenting, just because I'm trying to multitask and do other things too. But but yeah, you can't. You literally, the system won't let you do both at the same time. You got to do one or the other. So that's what you want to do. You always want to make sure you're liking alive or supporting, and and that's why the tapper. You don't want to make it look like it's you don't want it to be inauthentic. So you got to make sure you're tapping at a lower rate, not too low, but at least 6, 7, 8, somewhere along there, no more than 8. And then you are able to use that tapper when you can do some other things too. You said you watched my live for 400 minutes. Thank you so much, friend. And then when it comes to having coins in your account, those are people who have the daily heart rate. So we have 395 daily heart rates. That is awesome, y'all, because that number was shrinking as people come to the live, and if they don't come back over a week, it will take those people away. So there's people who have come through and they'll stay for a little bit and they'll leave and they grab their daily heartbeat, which is great. So that number has grown over the last few days, which is awesome. But keep that in mind. It's based on people coming back to support. Okay. So I try to pop in here and there and try to support and grab daily heartbeats because I know that matters to how the algorithm is seeing your growth. So you want to have that growth happen. The heart me is where you are becoming a fan of that live stream. You are a fan. You're a fan essentially, and and as a live host, I can see who has my heart me. I can see who has come back over time and what level they've come back. That's why you'll hear live hosts say, hey, make sure as you're engaging this live, you grabbed your heart me, you put some comments in, you've been liking the live, maybe you sent out some populars, you got points. Claim your points. Claim your points just for getting a heart me as well. So go back and claim those points because that lets you level up. And as you level up, people use their heart, they use that fan club to really determine who are their true fans. And then ultimately, those are people who get special privileges. So there are some people who say, you know what, if I have multi guest boxes, if you're not a fan club member that's been here for at least level 5 or 10 and above, then you can't come in my boxes. Okay? You can't come in my boxes. And honestly, I think that's a great strategy because you got to know who's coming and supporting you before you let them in your boxes because those people in the boxes can monetize. Can you show how to claim? I sure can. Um, so when you click, go ahead and click this for me, Gina. If you click that heart me up there, the heart, you'll see the screen that pops up that says claim your points. It'll say claim. Let me come to my other account so I can show it too. This account, I don't think I was in my agency account. So, and I'm going to say hi. Okay. So I have some points for this account, 87 points. So if I click this, because I just sent a comment, I came in and grabbed my daily heart me. My bad. Came in and grabbed my daily heart me. And now I have to claim my bonus points for coming in, my daily heart me points for 45 points because I grabbed the daily heart me, and then I put a comment in. I said, "Hello, friends. You guys just saw me do that in like all of 2 minutes. I'm sorry, 30 seconds, and I've just got 75 points, 85 points. So 10 plus 45 plus 30, 85 points I just got from doing that, and those points will track here because it's tracking how many points you need to get to the next level." And so I need a total of 779, 7,900, 7,980 to get to the next level. And so, and then if I send a gift, if I send populars, If I become a super fan, if I send my super fan gift again, um, all that, if I post a highlight, I can get additional points. So those points will go towards me leveling up as I engage. Okay? So you, as a viewer, you want to actively engage in someone's live, and you want to claim these points because it allows you to level up. Right now I'm 19. I claim some points and get enough points, I can be level 20 in this room alone. This is for my room. Um, you would operate. You can get someone else's daily harmony. You operate with in terms of how you level up in their room based on how you're getting your daily harmony. So in some rooms, I'm like, I think the highest I am is like in other rooms probably level. I'm in the 30s. I think for like Miss Treetop, almost 30. Coach Jesse, I think I'm in like 20s and 30s for a lot of other rooms. I think that's where I'm at. Late 20s, early 30s for a few of you all. So Nika Grace, I think I might be close to 30 or more. So just know you're paying attention to how you're leveling up in people's rooms. Okay. Hey friends, thank you so much. Let's see. Let me know. I'm a level 2, but today is my first day. Is it? Oh, congratulations. You said, yeah, I think I'm in your 30s too. Am I in your 30s too, Coach Jesse? Or about to be in 30s? I think I'm like 29, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, somewhere like that for a lot of people. So I need to get around a little bit more, but I've been going around, y'all. So trying to spread the wealth, spread it out. But yeah, so just keep that in mind. You want to claim your points, so you hear people say it. It actually is, hey Charlie, it actually is, you said almost, yep. It actually is very important that you are engaging in those lives and claiming points because it shows how you're investing in the live and it shows your commitment. It's almost like when you think about, thank you so much for that daily harmony. When you think about like a fan of a celebrity, like say whoever your favorite artist is. So if I was, I'll put her as one of my artists I like. I do like Beyonce. I admire her in terms of how she has started her career and has kind of kept going. I love her overall dedication to her craft and how she does things. Um, Thank you so much. So if I'm a fan of hers, I'm gonna buy her music. I'm gonna go to her concerts. I might, make sure that if there's some special event she's doing, I'm participating in. That's how it works. That's what this is about. So when I tell you guys this is an engagement app, that's what this is. This is not like the others. This is where you are now becoming part of a community or you are becoming part of something really special what that person offers. So you got to think about the live host. So as you become a live host, you're going to think about what do you offer to people. You said this ain't TV. I heard that. It's not TV. It's not. This is not TV. So if you are in this live right now and all you have been doing has been watching me, and I know there's some watchers in here, and that's okay. I mean, some people gotta get a feel for it. They have to get out of their comfort zone. I get it. But if that's all you've been doing when you go to people's lives, then you're doing yourself a disservice. Okay? Just just us for all. Justice for all, is that it? Justice for all. Thank you so much for being here. Um, so you're doing yourself a disservice. Thank you for the populist friend because you want to grow. You want to build. It means you have to show up. It means that you are participating. It means that you are doing the likes on the screen over here. If nothing else, tapping the screen. It means that you are um, sharing out the live, that you are grabbing your daily heartbeat and doing the things that's there for you to grow as well. You're getting your daily heartbeat, you're putting a comment in. It's telling you how to be a fan. That's essentially what's happening. It's teaching you how to be a fan. And so you want people to invest in your life. But I'm listening and learning. There you go, friend. You are listening and learning. But you gotta be engaging too. Your comment is an engagement. That's the engagement there because you put a comment in. So that matters. That definitely supports the live. Your comments support the live, okay? So you definitely want to keep the chat going. You want to keep the likes flowing. Again, TikTok sees that, they see that engagement, and it helps with the overall growth of the stream. More people coming in because of that engagement. All right. So so keep that going. Let me share with you all, so my new friends who are here, let me show you now the blue box. So the daily heart me is Lisa, the Lisa badge. Hey, Unique One, thank you so much. So she has a Lisa badge. Unique One has Lisa, and it also has level 16. Thank you for the TikTok live balloons. Thank you so much, friend. Halleck, appreciate you, friend. So Halleck has the Lisa badge, and she has the 24 box, that badge. So every live host, and thank you so much for the populars, every savvy viewer, if you've been here long enough, you know the lay of the land. You can look to see what people have and don't have. You can call them out if you want to. Hey, thank you so much, LaDonna. Thank you. Oh, Madonna. Oh, Madonna, how are you doing, friend? Thank you so much for that. So you can see it yourself. So when you come into someone's live, here's the thing about it. Your eyes are wide open. You can see it and you can say, oh, this person hasn't engaged, dog, but they asking 101 questions. That happened yesterday, y'all. Was that yesterday or the day before yesterday? Somebody called them out. I can't remember who it was. It might have been Flores, but somebody got called out. Because like, you asking all those questions. Why you don't get your daily heartbeat? Oh, no. I was like, okay, I got you, Flores. You said exactly. You said, I know, right? But okay, I get it because y'all knew. People be new. They trying to figure out. It's like, oh, she answering all our questions. I like that. Let's engage. Exactly. But I get it. So again, that's why I teach it because I want you guys to understand. I don't want you to get called out on somebody else's live, and then all of a sudden you're like, ooh, I don't want to go there no more. But you got to be intentional about what you're doing because people see how you're behaving. So, right, not all the time, exactly. And so, if you don't have any badges, you ain't got your daily heartbeat, you ain't got no blue box, and you asking 101 questions, people are like, well, wait a minute. Sometimes you are learning to do this exactly, and that's why I teach it. So, Amanda, let me teach you, friend, because you do have you do have you don't have badges, you don't have the blue box, or you don't have the daily army. And like I said, TikTok tells on people. So as you can tell, oops, I'm level 1 and almost 2. There you go, friend. You said I'm learning a lot from your live. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Hey, good morning, Color Gems. So again, those badges tell on folks. And so we see what levels people are at, and we see what they've done in terms of this live and any other live. The blue box represents any other live. Every live you go to, that blue box follows you. The Lisa is just for my live. So that blue box says, lunch break over there. I gotta go. Okay, thank you so much, Unique One. That blue box says, okay, you going around to these lives and engaging, but you don't have a high level of engagement box, or you do have a high level engagement box, and you are really an engager. And then TikTok gives privileges to people who are high level engagers because they fly in. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, Color and Gems. Thank you so much for that. So yeah, you'll fly in to a live stream. Where do you get? You said the badge in the boxes. Yeah. So to get the badge, what I want you to, well, you have to have coins in your account to get any of the badges. That means you have coins in your account. So that means that you've gotten some coins either in the app or you've gone to the website. Okay. If you go to the gift box below, there's a gift box. You go down here to the gift box. I think it's on this side over here for you. You click that. There's a recharge button in the corner. That'll take you to the page where you can get coins. If you go to that page, it's a little bit more expensive. So I don't want you to do that. I want you to go to a website. It's cheaper. There's a coin symbol up here. If you swipe these messages, there's one that's going to show a coin symbol. That's going to be the website. But the website is www.tiktok.com. So tiktok.com/symbol coin, COIN. So if you go there, you can get coins. And I tell people, don't break the bank. Really, at the beginning of this, as you're starting to figure things out for yourself and what you want to do, you want to just maybe have $10, $20, no more than 20, and you have that on your account. And that'll allow you, because the daily heart me is one coin, is 1 penny when you really think about it. The populars that people are sending is 1 penny. The rose down here is 1 penny. So those are one coin gifts. So you can kind of stay in that lane where you're sending your daily heart me, you're sending some populars, you're helping with the flash goal if that comes up. You're doing a little bit, and maybe for a live you spend 50 cents, something like that. And so you decide on how much you want to spend, how you want to engage. You make that decision. Just be intentional about how you're doing things. I don't want you to get to the point where you're going overboard if you don't need to. Um, One thing I will tell you to do though is do me a favor. The blue box. So the blue box is the number. Put blue in the chat, and I'm gonna have you guys check your blue box. I tell people to check this because this is where you're collecting points for every live you go to, and with those points, you then can decide how you want to move as well. Because maybe you might level up to the next level with intentionality. Okay, so check your blue box. Yeah, everybody's doing it. That's good. I even have to check my blue box. When I come into lives, I'm like, ooh, I put a comment in. I'm like, let me see what my blue box look like. You should always get in the habit of checking your blue box every time you come into a live. If you don't do that. So my new people, if you haven't checked your blue box before or don't know what it looks like, I want you to do me a favor. So when you put blue in there, find your comment where your photo is. Click your photo. Your mini profile is popping up. Okay? Your mini profile is going to pop up. Where your LV is. So Amanda, yours says LV0. So click that. I'm going to show you what it looks like because it actually is a blue screen that pops up. So click what your number is. LV13. I see LV. There's all these blue boxes. Click your blue box. LV21. Hey, friend, it's Ray. Thank you so much for being here. So whatever your blue box is your if yours is LV5. When it's grayed out like that, that means that you haven't been engaging in the last 7 days. So TikTok grays you out. So they take your box away because you haven't been here. Because I tell you guys, TikTok wants you to stay here. When I don't have my watch on, but I usually point to my watch and I'll say tick tock, tick tock. That clock is ticking. They were brilliant when they made this the name of this app because they want you to stay. They want you to engage. The clock keeps ticking, whether you're scrolling on content or you're sitting in live streams, and they want that engagement to happen. So you said, why my your box disappeared? I see it now, Charlie. I don't see it wasn't there before. TikTok isn't playing. I know TikTok is not playing. This is next level. Next level, friends. Okay. Yeah, I see it. So when you click that blue box, let me explain what you're seeing. You're seeing engagement points. Okay. You're seeing your points. So each and let me say this real quick, just so that you know what I'm talking about. You can go back and look at it yourself. There's a question mark in the right corner. In the right corner of that blue box area, there's a question mark. You can click that and read all through what I'm about to say. So I'm not. I'm gonna abbreviate it. So I'm not gonna say it's a summary of it, but read through it so you know exactly what's happening. These are engagement points that you're getting as a viewer, and you're gonna tell me, Doc, what can I do with the points? The points are not redeemable points. I'm just saying. The points are not redeemable, but it is collecting your points based on your engagement. Okay, so pay attention to what you're doing. It equates to how you're spending coins, how you are engaging, because you do get points for other engagement, like liking a live, sharing it out, comments. I think it's comments and likes mainly. So pay attention to that, but they're not redeemable points. I'll say that much. As you are, excuse me, as you are engaging, it does allow you to collect points, and those points you're collecting, you'll see that first column under where it has your level at. It'll say that first set of those first set of numbers is the points that you put in, the coins you spend, the engagement you've had. Then there's a forward slash symbol, and then it's going to have the total amount of points you need to get to the next level. Okay, so if you're level 10, how to get to level 11. If you're level 20, how to get to 21. That's the total amount of points you need. And then there's the scrolling message underneath. That is the difference between what you got and what you need. And those are the points, that reduced points. Those are the points that you're striving for. Okay? So if what you got and what you need is 10 points, then you want to think strategically about, okay, how do I get those 10 points? How do I go about this? Do I, um, send roses? Do I, support the gift gallery? You decide what that looks like. Or send some populars or whatever the case may be. Do I support the live goal that's up here? You decide what that looks like and you determine when you do it. Okay? So you could have 10 points. You're like, you know what? I'm going to do 5 here and 5 in the next live. And then, oh, I'm good. So that's how that works. I want you always to pay attention to your blue box. They call them experience points under the question mark. Yes. Experience engagement, how you are engaging the experience that you have. So that's why I said it's not just the coins. That's why I said those are experience points, because it is a combination of your comment points, your likes that you're doing. Because really, really quickly, if you click the number of people in the room real quick, click the number of people in the room. We got 30 people in the room right now. If you click that number, those are top viewers. Those top viewers are engaging and they have points next to their names. There's a question mark there. So click that question mark. It tells you how you get those points. So all of those points, all of those points factoring in too. They are factoring in. All right. Hey, how you doing, Trisha T? How you doing? So let me know if that makes sense. Let me know if you have any questions about that. You guys just got a rundown of the engagement blue box. I'm gonna do. I used to do this a lot. What happened is that we have a lot of new people in the room, so I want to make sure that you guys understand. And then as you go to different lives, like I said, TikTok sees you. Hey, Flourish. Thank you so much for that, friend. TikTok is telling on you. It's telling all your business. All right. So I don't want you guys to be out here like nobody ever told me. I had no clue. I'm good. Just got out of training. Okay. Just doing a drive by. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, friend. Emrys, thank you so much. I appreciate you too grabbing that daily heart me. Thank you so much for that. So I don't want you guys to be out here feeling bad because some of these TikTok hosts, they kind of ruthless, y'all. They gonna let you know, all right? And y'all be like, Dr. Lisa was so kind. I'm like, hey, I told y'all. And then there's some people who are flat out against it, and that's fine. You can be flat out against the engagement part. Totally fine. This is your journey, your experience. Just know that people see it. People know what that means, and they may have a feeling about it. Okay, I'm new here. I appreciate the information. You're welcome, friend. I love it. I love it here. I need information in order to make sense. Okay, there you go. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. Yeah, so like I said, some rooms they're not as kind, and they're like, "Hey, you're somebody who is just," they would say, kind of lurking and mooching off stuff as opposed to supporting. So like I said, you got to be someone who is supporting, whether you're doing the free support or doing the support with coins. And like I say, all the support matters. You need your people who like your live. You need your people who share the live out. You need your people who are going to put the comments in and stickers. You need all those people. And then you need the people who are going to do the gifting and engagement in that way. Everybody is needed, like I said, but you got to be doing something. You really have to visit these lives, right? Yes, yes, you do. And like I said, some people feel a certain way, so you just got to be careful about what like once you know what you're supposed to do, then I would say, try to figure out how you can do it. You don't have to overdo it. You don't have to. That is not required. But you do want to understand the rules of engagement. And then you want to support, because at the end of the day, the information that's being shared, I'm sharing TikTok live hosting, streaming tips and stuff. I'm talking about how to go live. I'm talking about how to be a viewer. There could very well be someone in this room that's teaching you something that is a skill or training or something you really, really wanted to learn how to do, and they're doing it in their live stream. So support the live host. Make sure you're being intentional about giving back. All right. Today's live will be later, but I'm talking about being an ally. I love that. Mr. Treetop, what time are you going live? And that's important. I know you were. Miss Street Top has been given great information in honor of Black History Month. Yeah, you said clears throat, teaching over here. I love it. 2 p.m. Okay, 2 p.m. You're going live. Awesome. Awesome. You said you cleared your throat. Teaching over here. I heard that, friend. Yeah, you got. So, Flores, you're really good in your room too. Because she has the gardening niche in her room. She has plant care tips she's doing. She's helping people with household plants. And she has a lot of people that are in her room that want to know about plants. And they on TikTok. And they learning on TikTok, but they're not really aware of how to engage. They just came across her live because they were searching about plants. Oh, thank you, Mrs. Cheetah, for the bouquets. Thank you for the flowers. I gotta give you your flowers too, friend. I love it. I'm gonna be by to see you 2 o'clock. All right. Um, so she's teaching that, but she has to pause quite a bit and explain to people about how to engage because they don't know. They don't get it. They just there because they want to learn about some. I was about to say some fancy plant, but I don't know no fancy names, y'all. I don't know. In my mind, I said roses. What was the? They want to learn about ferns. Trying to think of a plant name. I said, what can I say? Palm trees. They want to learn about palm trees. Orchids. That's it. Thank you for that, because I can't think of that. You're like, Doc, you need to get over there, learn about the plants. uh, Fiddles. What is fiddles? Fiddleinas. What is it? Is that one? Fiddleraniums? Something. It's something like that. So, sending virtual flowers because you deserve them as you always are dropping gems. Thank you so much, Mrs. Treetop. I appreciate that. Um, you said ferns and fiddleheads. Okay, there we go. Fiddleheads. Ferns and fiddleheads. But no, you guys have to, you got to know the rules of engagement. It's important. I don't want you guys to be out here looking all bad, okay? Because I know my community. My community, I have to stop saying older millennials. Janine got on me about that. She's like, we're not older. We're just millennials. So don't say we older. But we know we have the Gen X, we have the millennials, we have the boomers in the room. The thinking of this app was that it was for kids. It's not for kids. It's for all of us. And because we're coming over here and some of us are newer than others, we need to understand the rules of engagement. So you gotta understand the rules, understand how to play the game, come here, grow your community. It's for all of us, not just for the trendy influencers. It's for everybody. He said boomer here. What are your times of going live? I go live at 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to come back at 4. So I go live twice a day. 10 and 4. I'm in Florida. Yep, 10 and 4 p.m. Eastern. You said, well, seasons. He said, I'm a boomer baby, loving my life and this TikTok journey. Mrs. Treetop she is doing her thing, y'all. I'm just gonna say this. If y'all get over there, you're gonna learn all types of things. She teach you how to battle. She understand the leagues. She understand the gift gallery because she didn't get up into the, what are you, B4 now? B4 league. She understands how to do the campaigns. She is doing her motivational mindset live stream at 2 o'clock, and she will be here at 10 and 11 and maybe 12. She does another nighttime live too. So just know she's here and she is doing her thing, y'all. I'm just saying. I mean, currently right now, are you number 2 in the agency? So she's doing her thing, y'all. And yes, you said I'm scared to go live too. She said she was scared. We need to put a cross out of the was, because yeah, she is the main person going live. She was going live quite a bit, but yeah, she was scared. She was another one of those. I went to her live. I had a meeting with her and she went live for the first time with me. So she's doing it, friend. She can definitely tell you what it's like to be scared and not be scared no more. You said me too. You said me. You said me too. Yeah. Yes. So she can tell you all about it. But you're doing your thing, friend. I love it. There's a lot of people in here. They're doing their thing. I mean, it is a wonderful experience to sit back and see all the growth that's happened in the last 7, 8 months. You know. So wonderful. So y'all keep going, y'all. We're growing. This is our year of growth. I want us to go back and look back and say, okay, we've done something really, really extraordinary here. All right. All right. So I've been live for 2 hours. I am going to end this live shortly. I need to do a live clip, so I'm going to do it at the end here because I need to do content for my agency page. See, Moonflower gave me an idea, so I'm going to start doing content. So I'm gonna do a quick video for the agency page, so I can take this. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna say real quick, so I can take this clip and make it put it on the page. You said you are the best, but I do need to do some content. So let me figure out what I'm gonna say real quick. I have to say it in my head. Okay, wait a minute, wait a minute. I gotta figure it out. You know, clips you can clip out stuff too. So thank you so much, Alec. Appreciate you, friend, for the populars. Okay, what am I gonna say? What am I gonna say? I'm gonna use this because I have not been posting content over there. All right. You said you got this. Trying to see what I'm gonna say. I don't need to talk for a long time. I just need to talk for 30 seconds. Less than 30 seconds. This is gonna be a quick clip. Okay. Okay, y'all. Okay. I can't think of nothing. Why y'all watching me? Don't watch me right now. Oh, wow. Okay. Now I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna say. I gotta figure this out. Okay. All right. Quick line. Put the eyeballs in it. Y'all watching. Okay. Let me fix my hair. This is gonna be the clip for the agency. All right. Want to go live? Join the Launch Your Income Agency, the LYH. I said it too fast. Okay, let me start over. Okay. Want to go live? Join the Launch Your Income Agency for tips to go live and join the best community on these TikTok streets. Join me live at 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. where I give tips to go live, and you can also apply to my Creator Network agency. See you then. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use that one. Y'all. That's just a quick poem. Thank you so much, Elle. I appreciate it. Y'all. You said wonderful. So I'll take that clip. I'm gonna put it over there. I need to do more content over there. So I'm gonna start doing that more often. And I'll take clips from when I talk about the agency too. So I'll do some where I say, okay, here's how you apply, and here's the rules you need to know, and here's the service we offer, and all that stuff. So I'll do that the next time. You say yes, bravo, bravo. I think that was just like 15 seconds. That wasn't super long. So yeah, so you could do that, y'all. Y'all could do clips from your live. All right. So you can do clips from your live and make it content. And don't be afraid to do it. I just had to figure out what I was gonna say. And take that information too. So all right. Who is going live tonight or today? Miss Treetop, 2 o'clock Eastern. Anybody else going live between now and then? If you're not coming back later, let us know if you're going live throughout the day. I'll be back at 4 p.m. Eastern. Coach Jesse, you're going live tonight, 6 p.m. You said I'm going back at 7 p.m. Eastern. Okay, 7 p.m. Eastern. So this is Thursday. Okay. You know I am. Oh, Elle, that's right. Elle, what's your start time? Is it 10 o'clock? What's your normal start time? Is it that late? I don't know why I feel like it's earlier than that. You said day 50. Congratulations. Wow. All right, friend. I love it. I love it. I love what you did yesterday, too, in your live at the end. That was good. You, the live was called Midnight, what was it? Midnight Reset? L Magic. What was that? What was the live topic again for us? And it was good the way you did the mantra and how you did things. Yeah, her lives are good. It is. It's 9. Okay, 9. Doing something different tonight. 8:30. Okay, you'll be there. Midweek exhale. Midweek exhale. Okay. And then she had this message she shared and read through it. I was like, oh, that was so good. That was good. So definitely get around and explore some of these live hosts. We have some new friends that have joined us too. Um, so I'm gonna start. I'm gonna try to bounce around to some of them and just make sure that they're feeling a little supported. If you guys want to pop in whenever you can, that'll be good. They're still kind of growing in their journey and they're trying to figure things out. So I try my best to stop by and see them. And then I've been giving, what I've been doing is like giving different people suggestions of who they can go visit, especially if it's a similar type of live stream. And like just seeing other people doing it and in action could be helpful so that they can kind of see what else they could be doing in their life and like just asking questions and seeing setup and how people are engaging their audience and stuff. I think that's important. I'm going to start going back live this week. All right, Charlie. That's awesome, friend. So yeah, so I want a lot of y'all have grown quite a bit, in terms of your confidence, your setup, how you're doing your engagement, and and at this point, we just got to make sure that other people are also learning the ropes, and so I'm sending people to different rooms just so that they can see it. I don't want people to feel like there's not other examples out there of what people are doing. You said good going live Saturday for the first time. All right, Frank, congratulations. Robin, all right, you got this, friend. You got it. You got it. Don't be nervous about it. You said learning. Yeah. Yeah, so don't be I'll message you if I send somebody your way. I usually try to say it or I'll say it in here if I send somebody your way, but I think it's important for all of us to kind of help those, each one teach one. In the great words of Reverend Jesse Jackson, rest in peace. That's a great message. Each one teach one. Do you have another GLP-1 newbie to join? Um, I know Miss K Latte. She does it. She had a panel the other day that they were talking about it, which was really good. Yeah, so she had a panel she was working with. So Miss K Latte, is she here today? Was she here earlier? You said move the link, Moonflower the link. Okay, perfect. All right, thank you for reminding me of that. Okay, phone and TikTok update. Yes, and then Coach Justin sent you the link, Moonflower. So, Robin, yes, Miss K Latte is one of the ones. I'll check her out. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. She talks about her journey. She talks about and she does like exercise in her life. She's really into the vibration plate. And she's down 70 pounds. Yeah. Okay, going back there now. See you all later. Okay, perfect. Thank you. All right, friends. Let me know if there's any questions. Anybody going live right now? Original Aboriginal. She is doing her tarot reading. And then Glam is live doing a voice live. So she's doing music though. Um, one of the strategies, so as rooms start to grow, and we'll see how things go. As you guys have different people you want to see, I always kind of say who's live from the agency on purpose because I want you guys to kind of hear and connect with those people. Um, and like I said, I say it who's in the chat, who's going live, so you can connect there. So this is a good way for you guys to kind of start seeing other others that are out there going live, but also other people you can connect with that may have a related topic and connect with you. Running is a blessing. I see you, friends. Soccer Mom, how are you? Jay, how are you as well? Ginger, how are you? Running is a blessing just popped in on us. She's one of my besties. I'm about to get off though. So I'm gonna check with you guys later. Good morning. How you doing, Soccer Mom? How are you, friend? You said okay, apply. You did? So it went through for you? Okay, let me check and see if I got it, and I can let you know if it's all good on my end. And then anybody who is here, if you guys are looking for support or want to join the agency, let me put the agency link in the chat. Yep, said they are evaluating. that would be me, huh? Let me put the, oh wait, I think this is my shop page. Let me put that in the chat for you guys. And you guys can join the, apply to the agency and or um, connect with me for one-on-ones as well. I'm going to pin my Service Plus. So if you're interested in getting a one-on-one support, you can click here. I do coaching as well. I've had a great experience with meeting with some of you guys over the last few weeks with coaching as well. So let me know if there's questions about that. Um, that's another way you can get support. And if you need one-on-one guidance, I can give that. Moonflower, you are all good, friend. It is letting me accept you. You are good. So I'm doing 6 months applications, and I'm saying that out loud because we are going to go through, when we do the renewal over the summer, I'm trying to make sure I stay compliant with TikTok for agencies. So moving forward, we probably will have some requirements about how long you can do how long, how many days over the month you should go live, over the week actually, and how long. So, because TikTok has new rules for the agency, especially when it comes to what's called activeness. So, how your creators on your roster are active. And so, I'm gonna have to purge quite a few people, but I'm waiting until those contracts roll out. And then when we roll out the renewal, I'm gonna make it very clear, like these are the expectations. And if people can't commit to that, that's totally fine. I'm totally good with it. But we will have to have expectations because TikTok is putting expectations on the agencies. So that's something that will be happening in the next renewal period. Um, let's see. Yeah. Now, what do I look for? Email or message? Let me break it down real quick. Yes. Hello. Great to connect. Oh, our wellness is connecting. Good business. So, here is the agency page too. It is in here. So, okay. So here's what's gonna happen. Moonflower, you just applied and you got accepted. You received an invite. You're gonna receive what's called a system notification, where you're gonna go in and click to accept that system notification. And with that system notification, what you'll do is go and accept it. And then I'm going to get a notification saying you did accept it. And then I'm going to send you an inbox message in your inbox that has my agency's webpage. And you're going to go and fill out my contact form. You're going to fill out a little form that gives me your email so I can put you in my database. So I can send you invites to my Sunday meetings that we have for the agency. We do those once a week, Sundays at 6:30. And then in that, once you send that contact form, you're going to get a confirmation email. So as soon as you submit it, it'll be a confirmation email. In that confirmation email is my school community link. You'll go there to apply to get access to the community link for school, to the access to the community for school. So, so that's the other thing you're going to do. All right. So step 1 is to accept the invite that I sent you. Step 2 is to fill out my contact form. Step 3 is to do my apply to my school community. Click the link for the school community. All right. And so step 1 is here on TikTok, where you have to go to your inbox. All right. Awesome. Going to messages next. All right. Perfect. So that is what happens. All right. And the program she applied to is free. It is a free program. So I was sent a page pop up to go live, but I couldn't at the time. Does that stay open for me? Yeah, what you're gonna end up doing, soccer mom, you just go to the live screen. That's it. Let me show you. So if you are on your profile, you're on your profile page, you just click TikTok Studio. It's backwards. Hold on. You click TikTok Studio, you go live, it's going to be this go live page. This is my agency page. I've never gone live on this page. I need to go live on this page, but I've never gone live on this page. So it'll look like this. It'll tell you to go live. So you're going to see TikTok Studio post live, and it'll look like that for you. Okay. And I'll make you go live. You can go live. All right. So it should be there for you. Hey, how you doing, Yuju? Appreciate you being here, friend. Okay, thank you. You're welcome. You are welcome, friend. Let me know if there's any final questions, everybody. You said, I'm good. I'm good. Let me know if there's any questions. I'm going to get off in a second. So I appreciate everybody being here. And let me know if you guys need anything else before I get off. I was just updating my systems. Okay. Let me know if there's anything else. I had an invite. Vibe Wellness, did you mean to send that invite? Let me know if that was an accident or not. Did you mean to send that? Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate the hand heart. Appreciate your friend. Thank you so much. Yes, you did mean to send it? Okay. Let's see. Hello.
Hey, thanks for. I just had a quick question, and sometimes it's just hard to type it all in. Yesterday, I got a restriction. My experiment I tried didn't work, but when I went in there, there wasn't a place to take a quiz, and they said it was like a warning, and that it didn't impact my account. Do you know anything about this? Is this a new approach they're taking, or?
What was the restriction for?
I'm referring people off the site. I think what I said was, I think it wasn't what I said. I think it was the number of times that I said it.
Oh.
I said about going to Vibe Heaven.
Oh.
Well, they know what it is. They know because someone in the chat says, "Oh, you mean your site?" Because somebody put it in the chat. I didn't say it, but they know, you know.
Oh, okay.
And I referred to it a couple of times, and I didn't say link, but I listened to what I said, and you know, it's a gray area. I mean, but anyway, so I went to see what I need to do to fix it, or if there's anything, and there was nothing there. You know, normally they take a quiz or something like that. It was too late to appeal it, though, although I couldn't appeal it because, you know, I see what they were saying. So, but it said it was a warning. And they did this. Oh, and also said it did not impact my account.
Did you have your shopping cart on?
Yes, I always do.
I wonder if it was a TikTok shop restriction.
Oh, okay. I don't know. How do I find that out?
You want to go to the TikTok shop side under your TikTok shop for creator, and then scroll down all the way down to the bottom and look at your health.
Okay.
Your health account, health score, whatever. Is there something about health account maybe?
Okay.
So click that.
My other. Okay, yeah, because I did check the health of my account, but that was on the other side. I didn't check that on the TikTok side. So okay.
Yeah,
I will check that.
That sounds like a TikTok shop. I've seen it once before, and that's why I'm thinking it's a TikTok shop one.
Yeah, didn't seem like there was nothing I could do. So, you know. Yeah. Anyway, I've come up with another idea though, so I'll let you know how it goes. Okay. I'm still trying to beat the box. We'll see how that goes. But I just wanted to run that by you, and also for anyone else. So now you know that you might get something like that, but it might be from TikTok Shop if you're shopping. So.
Yeah. Okay. Check there first and see if it's not there. You can go back and check. If it's a warning, that's what I'm thinking. It's TikTok Shop. If you go to the rules and guidelines under the Live Center, check in there and see if there's anything it's sitting in there for like active or history for under rules for violations or restrictions. All right. You're welcome.
Cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
All right, move on. Okay, it's sent, but it didn't send me a link after accepting to the form. I have to send that to you. You're saying for my webpage? I need to send that to you now. Yeah, so you got to you accept it into the agency. Is that what you're saying? You accept it. I haven't got a notification yet, but I can check and see if it's in here. So you accepted it, and then now I need to inbox you the form, the my webpage. So that's the next step. So I will inbox you, friend. Let me just check and see if I see you in here as an accepted. Yes, I see you. I see you as accepted. Yes. If you want, what I'll do right now, since we're in here, so I just don't forget to do it, I'm going to send it to you on the agency page. So you'll get it from the Launch Your Income agency side. Let me send it to you right now. And you can have it there. And you can go to the webpage. You got to copy paste it. It's not hyperlink because TikTok doesn't allow for that. But you can go in and have it accepted. Give me one. And let me know if there's any final questions. Friends, I'm going to get off after doing this. Any final questions? Thank you so much, everybody. Give me 1 second now. I have to go in. No, thank you. Gotta go live for lunchtime, Lydia. Okay, friend. Appreciate it. You'll get it now. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. No problem. So I will be back at 4 o'clock, and we'll talk a little bit more about the fan club. I didn't go as much as I wanted to because I want to talk about ways to engage your fans in your community. So we'll talk a little bit more about that as well. Okay. All right, friends. Let me know if there's any final questions. If you don't mind, claim your points up here. Claim your points. Claim your points for coming in and engaging, your engagement points. If you click this symbol, you can claim any points if you got your daily heart mate, okay? So claim all those points so you can level up, all right? And I will be back, like I said, at 4 p.m. Eastern. Thank you all for the watching, the likes, the comments, the stickers, the engagement, the gifting. I appreciate it all. Remember, practice makes progress, and you will do better. Okay? All right. Friends, take care. Appreciate everybody. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate everybody coming through. I will be back at 4 o'clock. So I appreciate all the support. Thank you so much. Hey, see you later. Later. All right, take care, friend. Bye-bye.